What's going on, peeps? My Final Fantasy 14 community and DonGamer community. It's your favorite host, he's called DonGamer21. Welcome back. If you haven't already, you just find me. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow me on there. Check out my socials on x.com or Twitter. No one really calls it X. And joining me now by Digital Fracture. I gotta put him on the mic. Hold on a second, I gotta set you up. So, how are you doing this morning, Digital? Yeah, I know you've been pretty active. That's a good thing.
Like, I slept pretty much like all day yesterday. I didn't really get on yesterday either because it's hot. It's just a hot time. It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with this heat, man. Like, I'm so tired of it.
I had to go out to a last-minute planned doctor appointment the other day, so I called my insurance. They told me it's not just the 5 boroughs that's affected by dropping Northwell. It's actually the whole thing. I'm like, oh, okay, that was different from what I heard before. But, so I had to, last minute, try to get a new primary, and we're still working on that. But I found a place that's closer that accepts my insurance. And I'm like, okay, so, but they asked me, hey, can you actually come in today? Because if you're going to get yourself transferred, you might want to come to the local office sooner than later. So, I came in later, and, it's kind of like a weird process to transfer my information from my other doctor's office, the one I was going at, that was supported initially, to the new one, because apparently they got to call, and they can't just, they got to call the, it seems like there seems to be a communication weirdness about it, right? First I got a call, then they got to call the doctor's office, and then they got to call the Department of Medical Records, which is in Connecticut, which is not where I am, right? So their office of records is somewhere else. I guess that's because it's attached to Northwell, probably. Northwell's probably, record department's probably there, right? So it's like, we have various doctors and hospitals under Northwell here, but it doesn't mean they keep their records local. And so so there's a lot of stuff to do, so I'm like, I'm not even sure, I'm telling them I'm not even sure I'm doing this right. Like, this convoluted process is a nightmare. Like, it shouldn't be this complicated, but it is. And then, like, I mean, you should know this firsthand longer than I've known this. But I'm just trying to, so I'm getting everything. So I go to this location, they tell me over the phone, oh yeah, they accept your insurance. I go there, and they say, oh, we're actually out of network. I'm like, really? They told me accepted well. I said, we should still be able to cover it they should be able to cover it to a degree to it anyway, even though it's out of network. It's just, I might have to pay a premium, which they say will range between $15 to $30, which is actually not that bad, considering, because for a copay, because actually it was out of network. I was expecting to pay somewhere between $100 or more. Because you know, usually doctors, if you don't, let's say they're covered by your insurance, they'll charge you up the rear end, you know. And not even
yeah.
They'll charge you up the ass and not even treat you to a fine dinner first. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, you're good.
They don't care if you're classy lady. They don't care if you're But
yeah,
no,
it's a nightmare. Huh?
They told me at the front desk it shouldn't be like that bad. It should be like a little between $15 to $30 usually. And the good news about this location is the doctor that works here is the same one that works with my mother. So I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe this actually isn't the worst. It's just that the building, it's kind of like it's an old building that used to have a rehab center, right? So it used to be a school before that. So it's repurposed. It's been renovated, but the area I was in was kind of run down. And I guess it must, on some level, because having to go out when I wasn't planning to go out and just wanted to relax. I think that combined with how run down the place looked remind me of my time. I don't know. It triggered maybe it was a long time coming. I don't know why this really triggered it exactly, but I started having a small panic attack, right? Because it was hot. Yeah. I didn't want to go out. It all happened at the last minute. I had to rush over there after an hour, you know, and then I guess how it's run down, reminded me in the process of how you put your information. It reminded me of my time in the psychiatric center. So I think that triggered a small anxiety attack. So I had to call my mom on the phone while I was waiting. She had to calm me down, because I was like, I was like tears, right? Because like it just piled on, and like I was trying to calm my ass down. I wasn't screaming. I was like, really heavy. I started to tear up. And like, she talked to me. She calmed me down. So I ended up getting past it. And they asked me a lot of questions at the doctor's office. They asked me if I have any of these problems. And yeah, that too. Anxiety and this problem. Then they talked to me, get to know me a little bit more, know a little bit about what I'm like. Actually, the nurse was very human about it. She wasn't just doing a checklist. Her responses weren't robotic, and I told her, "Thank you for this. You seem really invested in this." And I can't tell you how many doctors I've gone to where they're very robotic in their responses and questions. They're kind of like hands off. A lot of them will be. They're there for pay. She clearly is trying to help, and like I thank her for the thank you. So, as someone could listen to me, you know. So it's a rundown location, but it seems the position she doesn't like. She's not some of the people there are not treating it like it's like they don't want to be here. They want the page, clock in, clock out. They don't really give a damn, right? You know, I'm to a degree you're in a professional position. You're not supposed to really. You it's good to connect, but like you're not expected to be that invested. But she's taking it seriously. I'm like, thank you, you know. So, yeah, so that was the whole thing. Sorry, I'm not going to try not to dump this on you. I'm just telling you a little bit of my day yesterday. So, I'm doing better. I have work today. I got to work in the heat, but I'm willing to put up with that. Like, yesterday, I wasn't on shift, so, like, that came up at the last minute, and it just, like, threw me for a loop, and it triggered a spiral, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure. Have you ever had like those small panic attacks before? They're not uncommon. They happen sometimes. Very rarely with me.
I get them around large groups of people.
Oh.
In person.
Oh.
In person, that is. Yeah.
Oh,
in person. I don't like large groups of people anymore. I used to, but like since like I haven't been around that many people in a long time. It's like my whole mood switches for some reason, and I've never had that issue before. I used to be quite literally a people person. Like I don't know what happened, but I think it has a lot to do with when COVID hit. Like I haven't been around that many people since, right? Like since like COVID, I haven't really.
That can happen.
I haven't really been in large groups of people. Even when I was as a slot rep in the Aquarius, like I didn't have to deal with a lot of people because we weren't getting a lot of people. So it was like, I barely had like, 20 people a section or whatever. So it wasn't that big of a problem. But like, if I go into places and there's a lot of people and it's in a confined space, like all I want to do is fucking run away, dude. Like for some reason, it actually bothers me now. And I never went through that before. Yeah. It's weird.
The wiring, the brain, how things work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. You get debuffs every 10 years of your life. You know that, right? You get a debuff every 10 years of your life. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it. No, like, see, I haven't had a panic attack like this in years. Like, this is crazy. I was like, what's going on with me today? It's like, it started a little bit. I tried ways to calm down for an hour before going in. I had my food. I tried to listen to some good, some Christian videos to talk about relationships, but like, in not a scary way, but just to kind of talk about interactions with people. And like, it would have been more snow to the forward of a comment, but like nothing was working. It was gradually raising. The anxiety was going up, and by the time I arrived there, going in, this place reminds me. What I'm thinking about is how it used to be a rehab center, and like, am I even at the right location? I don't know. I've never been here before. Collectively, all that stuff just overwhelmed me. Right? It did that. Yeah. I know. So like there's my sister has had anxiety attacks over the years, but. It's very rare. Last time I had one was like in my early 20s, and it's been years. Like I'm pretty chill, right? I've gone through a lot. It's also a surprise I haven't gone through an anxiety attack in this long, right? So like it's yeah. So I wasn't sure if you had anxiety. Well, I kind of feeling you've had anxiety attacks before. I've noticed sometimes, but like I didn't know it was exactly what to call them, right?
It's like I said, I've never gone through them before. Like, I didn't start really getting them until I tried to test my limits out one time in a public setting, and all of a sudden, I don't know, like, my mood changed. Like, even my other half was like, what's going on? Are you okay? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I need to get the hell out of here, though. Like, these people are driving me nuts. It's like it was like because like nobody like out here, like when you get into a busy space, nobody respects your like actual space. Like And I know that's easier said than done, especially if you're in a small space to begin with, so it's kind of hard for people to do that. But, like, these people out here where I live, like, they're pretty obnoxious, right? Like, they're really obnoxious. And they don't understand, like, you know, norms and stuff, so it's like, okay. So
Yeah.
I have to try to navigate this new landscape without being negative or like upsetty spaghetti when somebody's in my area, right? Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, like I said, I never experienced it before. I mean, yeah, I used to be the party guy at my old job, okay? Like, I used to invite people over for Halloween parties and stuff when I first bought my house back in Arizona. And I had like 30 people at any given time in my house almost all the time for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of person I used to be, right?
Yeah.
And now, like, and when COVID hit, like, I don't know, something just changed. Like, I kind of pulled away from a lot of those friendships. I stopped talking to a lot of people, and I just sort of went introverted, like, completely other way around. And I'm not blaming COVID for it. It's just I have learned to enjoy myself a little bit more than having to be around a large group of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and now it's kind of addicting too. So like I'm trying not to like, you know, do that too much. So yeah.
Well, I mean, like me, like I wish I could be around people more, but there's times where I need to completely I can be online, but to be personally around them, it fluctuates. Actually, sometimes online is even hard for me. Sometimes if I don't double chat with you or anyone because I just kind of want by myself time, you know, and that's everyone. But it sounds like
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, because like, dude, one of the reasons why I don't like to come around sometimes is like, there's just sometimes I just want to be by myself. So I get it. I completely get it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You getting a cold, buddy? All right.
No. No, it's a coffee coming back up.
Coffee's coming back up.
A little nausea.
How the heck?
I think it's nausea due to the temperature change outside. Like, it's cool in my apartment, but I'm feeling the effects of the weather. And then when I drink coffee and don't have food, it comes back up and makes me a little sick. So I'm alright.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine, actually. Let me get some water in the other room, though. I'll be right back.
Yeah. You know they have zero sugar flavoring you can get. That's really good for coffee, right? Along with creamer. No, like if you go to Marshall's, like they're really cheap. You can get a bunch of them for like $5. Yeah. I know. Just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Don. I'll get it for you. No, I get it though. That sucks, dude. I've never had acid reflux off of coffee or any of that. No, I know it can happen. I'm just saying I've never had it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying because I've never had it, it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I've never had it. That's all.
Yeah.
I get my acid reflux stuff from like pasta sauces from like spaghetti or lasagna, and I'm like, yeah, I get that shit pretty bad.
I get it from water.
That's about it though.
Not water. No, but lately. Well, it's probably because I spiced my food a little, but it could refer to anything that's kind of a little heavy. So not like acid reflux from that, you know. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be spicy or coffee. It depends. Like, you know, like it's not always something really strong. It's just could, or sometimes I've had a little bit too much in the morning to eat, or something a little too heavy. It might kind of, you know, come back up. Yeah. I gotta watch that actually. Actually, that might be because, you know, with the medication I take, it might be just that I probably shouldn't eat as heavy. I mean, I'm not eating like crazy heavy, just not, you know, maybe I should eat a little lighter in the morning.
Yeah.
Or it depends on what I eat. Or sometimes I get acid reflux anyway when I'm at work. Because I'm moving around, and it gets all stirred up, and I get acid reflux and the throat burns, so I gotta what I'll probably do is I probably should take a few Tums. Well, I could take some Tums with me to work. I just don't. I would have to put them in the closet, and we're not supposed to keep stuff in there like that. So, in the work closet. So, as needed, I probably carry it around my pocket. Honestly, I just don't want to lose it. And it's annoying to have too much stuff in your pockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Jesus Christ! I hate when something goes down the wrong tube like this. It'll last for a while, so I think it'll last for an hour, but it gets better as time goes on. So, I may be loud, but I have a surprisingly... Oh god, he's gonna be ATs for this big time. I have a surprisingly small mouth.
I know!
Jesus. Right? So, when I'm eating... Sometimes when I eat, I'll eat like quickly or like a little bit too much, thinking I can do it, and then like I choke on it a little bit. Sometimes it's not something I ever got to eat. Well, I try to eat as much as I can as fast as possible. Well, that's a habit that came from being at the dinner table with my sisters or being at a say what is it? Well, more so at home it was less than this, but at home when I was at dinner it was less than this. But say
well, yeah, your mom would tell you no about food. I remember you told me this the other morning.
Yeah, or if I was in a rush to get back to something, I got into a habit of just eating quickly, as much as I can as quickly as possible, and then getting back to what I was doing. Or if I was at a venue, I could only get like one thing, and I would try to quickly get seconds before everyone else would take it. You know. This was at like our church venues, right? Like, you know, back then, you know, they're very restrictive of who had what and how much. They're kind of cheap. They had stuff, but they kind of cheaped out, I guess. I don't know. I'm second guessing everything I remember from the past. This is a bad habit I have. But I just know somewhere along the way, I got in a habit of just eating quickly, and it just became a thing, you know?
Yeah.
For one reason or another. Like behaviors that become a habit are hard to break. You gotta they're really hard to remember not to do those certain things, you know, because you're so used to it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. anyways, so let's see. So yeah, dude, this 4070 works very well. Like I'm not running into issues with fans. I'm not running into issues with the fans going shh on the graphics card. That was happening with the old one. Like it would play 14 or anything for that matter. It would do that. It didn't even have to be something really high demanding. Like I'd play a game for a while and it just starts like you hear the fans accelerate and then they lower, accelerate, and lower. Which Steven was even saying that probably had a lot to do with the fact that me and my cousin fucked with it when we shouldn't have. Well, we replaced the paste, and then because remember, like, I told him there was two reasons we did it. First, we didn't realize that the graphics card had a function to where it only runs the fans when it's running something. Because the other ones are constantly running, the older ones. At least my understanding was. And then they said, oh, I only found that out after we tore it down. I'm like, oh, okay, so we didn't do that. But I didn't understand the long-term effects would be a graphics card that would only last about a year, you know? Or a year, or yeah. And I'm still sour about that. Like, I'm not mad at my cousin. I'm not really mad at myself either. I'm just kind of ticked off that I didn't know that, you know? Like, and I kind of like, I have some regrets about it, because, you know, I'm thinking of PJ. PJ got me this card. But, like, I feel bad at the same time. I feel like, well, I kind of should have, I feel like this is something I should have known, but now I know, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm thankful. I just kind of feel like I kind of made a mistake that someone else had to help fix my mistake, and kind of maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Am I? I don't know.
Yes, you are. Stop dwelling on it and just accept it as a blessing, right? Isn't that what you guys normally say? Is like stop dwelling on things. It might be a blessing. You never know. All right, there you go.
You're right. It is a blessing.
Okay, then.
Dude, I get this kind of behavior is worse with my mother and me. It takes it from her. I get it from her. I try not to, but like it's like like yeah. She's like oh no. She's like she wonders where I get it from. I'm like, is it why you like this? And I look at her like, are we for real now?
You're like, do I really need to talk? Do I really need to point the finger? Like,
yeah, really. Like I can change it. I just gotta practice on calming myself down and make sure that I don't think too much. So
yeah, I get that. I mean, there's still things that bothered me from when I was a kid, right? Like, there's still things that like I wake up in a cold sweat on. So like, I get it. There's things I have to kind of chop down in my mind and like try not to think about stuff. So I get it.
Yeah, it's hard because when you're used to certain.
This is why I don't say anything when you loop. Like, well, if you do loop too much, I will say something, not because I don't want to hear it, but because like I know where it takes you, right? So
I sometimes I don't notice I'm looping until later on. Like I don't realize I'm caught in the loop, right? It just happens. It's like rebooting.
Right. Well, no, I have a few friends that, they told me about their childhood trauma like over and over and over and over again. And it's like, I get it. Like, it's just on your mind so much that you live that way. Mm-hmm. And it's not something that is healthy, but you can't help it, though. Like, it's ingrained in you because this is something that you experienced when you were a young man or when you were a kid. So,
yeah. See, like, because of me, I don't always think of my traumas as real traumas because it involve X, Y, and Z also, No.
I mean, everybody views it differently. Everybody has a different, like, thing where their life is massively different. You know what I mean? Like, it's a huge thing. Like, this is why I don't compare traumas. Like, I think everybody just lives their life in a different way. And even though it may not be that big of a deal to me, I don't discount the fact that it wasn't a big deal to you. You know what I mean?
Well,
does that make sense?
No, it does. Thank you.
Okay. Like it's like I've had to it was like last year, I think. I was starting to do that. Like, I was actually starting to be like, you know, oh, I don't know what the big deal is. Like these people didn't go through what I went through. But then I had to think about it, and I was like, wait, like why would I wish that on anybody? You know what I mean? Like that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like I would never wish what I went through onto somebody else for the sake that they could like have a validated argument. Like that's ridiculous to me when I think about it. I'm like, wait, that's actually kind of toxic. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I had a similar thought. Like when I was going through my mental health crisis, and I was basically seeing demons and stuff. Like so you think I couldn't really explain. Now you know how I really feel about that on both ways, and I'm not gonna go into that story again. But I said, like, God. I attempted to ask God, can you just show her what I'm seeing so she gets it, so it doesn't think I'm just being ridiculous? And then I think, wait a minute, no, I don't want to ask that, because do I really want her to see this? Like, this is not good. Like, and then I thought, and say it was something of spiritual matter. Meaning the Pentecostal church, they're Christian, but they're extra superstitious with steps, right? So I'm kind of like, if I do this, he's gonna assume, oh, maybe the video games are bringing in demonic spirits. We need to get rid of all those. Oh, it's the anime. We need to get rid of all those. Oh, what spiritual doors could have you opened and done? What are you doing? Are you listening, dabbling in something you shouldn't have? Not that she would only do that, but if she talked about it, there'd be other people in the church that kind of say, okay, yeah, we need to purge everything he has. Not that I had anything at the time, because I'd already purged it, because I was delusional, and my sister had hung on to that stuff so when I was well enough, she'd give it all back to me. I'm thankful for her doing that, because otherwise I wouldn't have anything to return to. Because I purged everything. Like, I'm like, possessions, everything. I was delusional. But, like, I don't want those extra superstition mixing in there, because then I'm like, great, so I can't have nothing, you know? So, like...
I think for the most part, like, it was sort of this... I think overall it's kind of unhealthy to try to devalue somebody else's suffering.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's like you're trying. Like to me, when you do that, like that's like to me, it's like, well, I wish you would have gone through with what I went through to understand where I'm coming from. And it's like, and I'm just like, eh.
There was multiple reasons.
And I think with you, yours was like, I think you were like mismedicated. Like how my dad was. My dad was mismedicated on his illness too. Like I think, and I think the fallout of that is it exacerbated your issues further, and it gave you a new debuff in life earlier than anticipated because of the mismedication that you were given.
Yeah, remember how I said like I love my mom.
That's why I said
I love my mom, and I know she meant well, but I asked her a question like how did you know how depression? Well, I needed medication. She said, well, the doctor said sometimes with autism you get depression. Is it so? But was I showing you depression? Is it? Well, no. But the doctor said you might have that. And like, so she said, "Why do you think I shouldn't have done that?" And I got quiet and then never mind. Like, it made me think that maybe I was put on a medication that could have had some sort of effect later on, as far as my depression goes. It actually made it become a thing because my body was dependent on the medication for something, and then it actually made something worse that could have been a lot more mild. You know,
you could have, yeah.
And she grew up in a nurse, but yet she trusts the doctor's opinions. But now she's like the opposite these days, where she doesn't trust anything, right? But it's actually I want to think she was. I think she's listening to too many. Let's say I want to say this reasonably conspiracy theories on medical stuff. Like some of it is valid, but like it's like I think she spends too much time on Facebook. Honestly, talking to other Facebook moms and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Like ever since like the Trump office, there's been a lot more discussions of those kind of things with the medical stuff.
Yeah.
But by far, we've known for years that the medical and food industry are deeply in bed with each other. This has been a thing even beforehand, which now it's a major talking point. But like it's kind of like she actually thinks she's actually thinks
Chunky,
that,
stop.
How about this?
Sorry, go ahead. I was talking to Chunky, not you. Go ahead.
She's a firm believer that a lot of vaccines might cause autism in children, which I don't know. Maybe because there's been an increase over the last 3 years or more. But I'm not sure where she bases that on actual evidence or actual where she bases her facts on. She just goes by people are talking. You know, I don't know actually where she gets it. I don't know what she's reading. That's the thing. It's just like if I know they tried to argue that there might be a connection. when we're talking about what Trump and what's his name, Kennedy, right? They're talking that there might be a connection between early stage vaccinations and autism increases, right? And look, to be fair, we know that, and this YouTube's not going to like this. We know the fact that, you know, every medication has a side effect, and that early in development could cause some kinds of functional issues, you know, especially like the mother before she gives birth, or maybe the baby right when it's born could have a side effect. You know, you don't know. Like, that's common knowledge, but I don't know. It's like she's just trusting every single thing now, and that's, you know, I'm gonna stop right here.
Right.
I don't know where I just lost the end point of this conversation. So at the risk of going into a loop, just understand where I get this. So I love her. She was a nurse years ago, but like I don't know if she really knows as much as she thinks she does. She's right about some things, but then like some things I'm like, no, Mom, that's factually wrong. You know, like this goes to a lot of things. She actually thought she didn't like Pokemon because she thought she heard there's a preacher she listened to said the name Pikachu means higher than God. And I said, no, that's not what it means. Or who said that? And I looked it up. There's only 2 people in 2 separate countries that said it might mean that. Every other source says spark mouse. It literally means spark mouse.
That's wild.
Like, because you heard a preacher say it, and like, no, look this up. And like, well, no, he knows what he's talking about. Clearly doesn't. Not in this regard. He out of all the other sources saying what it means, he went by 2 people in 2 separate countries that say it could mean that and try to put it around as fact. Like, he may be right on some things, but that was clearly wrong information. I'm like, I don't realize, I don't get the whole satanic panic around Pokemon cards. Like, it's like every time there's something popular, a lot of people gravitating into, like people like the churches, or a lot of times the charismatic Pentecostal church, they think everything's a spiritual demonic matter attack on their kids. Like, it literally goes straight into that. And like, some things are what they are, but Pokemon cards clearly aren't tarot cards or like spirit boards. Like that, there's a difference, right? It's a freaking card game with fictional creatures that painted onto it. That, yeah, the Japanese descriptions, some of the ghost ones have a dark story, but that doesn't mean that the cards themselves and the Pokemon is somehow some demonic stronghold of evil. Like that's not how that works. And like some churches are really paranoid. They're more afraid of the they're more afraid of what they don't understand than they're afraid of displeasing God. Like they'll say one thing. Like some churches, they'll say one thing, like, "Oh, this is evil," but then here they are actively doing things that are blatantly against the Bible, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's not what that is." So they're being like selfish, like they're not two-faced, so to speak, which is like they lack the self-awareness to realize a lot of things they're also doing is actually against the Word of God, right? And then they'll make a difference. Oh, well, what do these Pokemon cards do? They're like tarot cards. That's not the same. That how can you be so aware of one thing but completely oblivious to another? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry. You get. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I won't jump to one topic or another. This stuff. I didn't know how they articulate this before, but that's the best way I know to explain it. I'm not trying to trash on the church as a whole. Like, not every congregation operates in the same way.
No, that's my job.
As a professional atheist, my job is to do that. Dude,
no, I get it though. I get what you mean.
I know that you're teetering between atheist and wanting to believe. You just don't want to open yourself up to something you're not really. I get it. You know, you're kind of somewhere in the middle. Like for me, and not to get too deep into this kind of like topic, but like for me personally, I look at it this way, right? Like I know for a fact, breath, air is what helps me live every day, right? Yeah. Because it's something that I experience every day. I look at it through that kind of lens. Like I have to do this thing every day in order for me to live. Like there's no question about it. If I don't breathe, I can die, right? Like if I let my asthma act up, I can literally die from that. Yeah.
Illnesses in general, I look at it that way. Like, oh, hey, there's a virus out now, and that is a very real thing. I need to make sure that take the preventative measures to make sure I don't catch it, because I know it exists because I've had it before.
Yeah.
I've been diagnosed with mental illness where it's like I've looked up the reasons why as to why I have mental illness, and there's verifiable evidence for that, right? Like physical evidence as to why I have what I have. And the trauma that I went through as a kid resulted in all my mental instabilities, right? So like I have that issue.
Yeah.
There's just so much I can do, right? And like, and I know a lot of people when it comes to debating atheism, it's like if they're like, oh, well, there's verifiable evidence in the Bible and it talks about history and there's plenty of historians. I'm like, yeah, but for me personally, and I'm not shitting on you or anything because I know you believe, so I'm not trying to take this away from you or anything. It's just for me, I don't experience it to the same level that you do, right? Like I know you experience your Lord in the way you do. I do not. So, but like, I'm not here to take that away from you, right? Like, I'm just giving you my perspective.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
No, and it doesn't surprise me.
That's just how I look at things. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. Like, there's a little Bible verse that says, like, the God, the word was God was there, like in the world comprehended and not. Like, in other words, like when they talk about the world, they talk about those that live not under submission of God or an acknowledgement of Him, right? And they don't comprehend it because it's different from a scientific perspective. Like there are, I gotta find the sources, right? But I heard people say there are evidence to prove that there's an existence of a God. But from like a historical standpoint, in the matching up with biblical records, yes, there's a lot there, right? Some like the things that Jesus told about, coming to later days came to pass. For instance, like social things, like people calling good evil and evil good. You can see plenty of examples of that, right? Like calling things that once abhorred and trying to praise it and try to undemonize it when it's clearly like horrible human behavior, right? And they're calling that good, praising that shit, while calling anything that was moral, just, and clean as disgusting and somehow against their way of life. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about without getting too deep into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole like the map, the African protocol, they call it map lives matter, whatever they call it, right? Like that stupid shit.
Right.
Like they're trying to push low-key push it, and it's being more apparent. Not so low-key, but like I'm not talking about online ecosystems changing it, just in social movements. Like they're trying to protect people like that. And yeah. So hold on. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Hit the wrong buttons. So yeah, there's stuff like that. And there's many others, like doing evil to another and calling it good. Like, there's a lot. There's if you look into it, right, you can see there's a lot of human behavior that matches up with that book, right? It's very, very deep.
Well, see, and like I told you before, like when we've gotten into our philosophical conversations,
yeah,
I think the Bible is completely based on human behavior, more so than actual theological evidence. I think that theological evidence has not been discovered yet. I think all of the evidence that I have been seeing is always leading back to sociology and psychology. And psychology and sociology play a big part in human anatomy and human behavior. So it's like, okay, those those things make sense. Like, I have never seen anything that actually admits to or even has physical evidence of anything spiritual going on. Now, however, I am not in any way saying that your spiritual journey isn't real. I'm just telling you from my own personal perspective, I've never had that. I went to, you know, because like religion, I told you before, religion as a kid was forced on me, right? Like I didn't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, sort of to me, agree, but then I developed my own relationship with God.
Right.
For a while, my mom forced me to go to church, and eventually I came around and said, you know what, I think I want to try this again, but it's going to be on my own terms. And more so lately, in these years, it's really on my own terms. Like one of the things, like certain being in the Pentecostal church growing up, or under UPCI, it's a big controversy with a lot of Christians. A lot of denominations don't like them. They have allowed in a lot of things teaching that go against the most sensible thing. Look, if you're, I don't explain it. You look it up, you can understand where they use their controlling points on their congregation. I was kind of controlled, but like I made my own decision at this point to follow God for my own reasons, right?
Well, I know you have, right? But that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take away your thing, right? Like, I'm just saying in general, for me personally, and I'm not speaking on the behalf of other atheists or anything like that. You know me. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna sit there and I'm just saying, like for me, I would love to have a spiritual journey and experience, well, not experience all the things that you did, because I know some of it was pretty like scary, and I know that frightened you, but like like I said, I've never personally experienced any of those things.
If you're open to it, see, there's a Bible says, like, you know, when you seek God, you will find Him, but when you seek evil, it will find you, right? You probably the scripture something along that lines, right?
Well, see, and I think that, like, why, like, for me, maybe why, like, I couldn't even explain this to why I haven't, right? Like, it could be because I have a lot of hate and anger in my heart because of my upbringing, right? So, like, I do my best to not, like, you know, allow that to come out. Yeah. And I take extra caution in that because
you're already doing one thing.
Yeah. And this has been a struggle though my whole life, though. You know what I mean? Like, this has been a struggle for my whole life. Like, I'll come across people that, like, I'll be happy with and everything will be good.
You're not doing
and
wrong.
Then like 5 minutes, right? You know what I mean? But like
you're on the right path already.
Right. But like 5 minutes later, when something big happens or whatever, it's like I go right back to my old self where I'm like, okay, fuck this person, fuck that. I fucking can't stand this person. I mean, that just happened a couple years ago with the old group, right? Like, I was like, fuck this, fuck that. I was like calling shit out on stream, being vague. I was vague posting because I couldn't say what I really wanted to say. But like a part of me is reserved because of that. Because like the reason why I'm not trying to ruin people is because I don't like moral grandstanding as another thing, right? That's a whole other topic. But like, I'm just giving you like principalities and how I control myself as well. Yeah. I'm not trying to go too far.
No, you're not. Okay, so Bible does say hold every put every unclean thought or captive, right? Or captive. In other words, you'd already do that. You sometimes it comes out. It's gonna come out in everyone eventually. But it says to hold every bad thought captive. You know, control what's in your heart. And you do that pretty well. You may not think that, but you actually do. So you're already kind of applying it without realizing it. And this goes back, I think and it might be wrong, but this part goes back to the scripture, and they say God has placed the word in the people's heart. You know, so like to some level, even on a psychological standpoint, that framework is embedded in a lot of people around the world, right? On some psychological level, it's there. So you can say, oh, there's no evidence. I mean, if we say, well, where's the evidence of that? Like, on the side where I just stand, I wouldn't be able to give you that, right? There's God is a spiritual matter, and then there's physical and psychological matter. They're separate, right? But it doesn't mean they don't interact. It's just that it's hard to see it sometimes because, you know, there's so many other information that to say contrary to that, and then we think our own individual ways. Nothing wrong with that. It just, you know, I came to a conclusion that everything is connected, you know?
Right.
That sounds like a conspiracy theory. Like I have a whiteboard, a bunch of strings attached to it. So like, oh, they're going this way. The government is after me, bro.
Well, it's funny, like, because I do look at it that way as far as the connection goes, right? Like when it comes to theological point of views, like I do believe there's a place for them, and I do believe that there are kernels of truth in everything that's being explained in those stories, right? Like the flood and all those things, right? Or like even the first human extinction project, technically. Like I understand. Like we can look at that and make a connection to theological point of views and be like, yes, this is the wrath of God. This is what happens when you trifle with the Almighty and blah blah blah, right? But like then you look at today's evidence and you're like, okay, well, all right. So far, the population of humanity right now is greater than it was then.
Of course. And
He almost wiped us out back then. And yet, right now, we have more toxicity in humanity right now going down than I truly believe that even happened back then. Now, back then, of course, we didn't have technology, we didn't have ways to connect with each other, we didn't do any of that. The best we had were stone tablets that we had to carve into with a chisel to talk to people, if anything, right?
I think there's biblical. I think there is biblical evidence in the Bible that points to the fact that the society would become worse than it was in the days of the flood, or like they were in the days of the flood, right? Now we will say there's one though that specific verse talks about how people were going about their lives, but I think there's also indication that, let's put it this way, they say the persecution against the God's people, the Jews, and the God's people in general which people would disagree with this violently, but the people that follow the Hebrews, the spiritual Jews, follow after God, and the same God as Christians do, right? Their practices are different. The persecution against my people will be greater in those days than has ever been seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were kind of see that with something like the rise. It's always fluctuated, but it'll reach a point where like it'll be so bad, people will be so greedy with the same world that men's hearts will stop and they'll die of a heart. They'll die of a faint because of a faint of heart because they can't handle what they're seeing going on in the world. So that is a terrifying. That's true. The thought of that is terrifying to me, and I'm sure it would be terrifying to you. You know. Like you think it's bad, like, it'll be worse than it's ever been seen throughout history. Like deteriorate, like it's already kind of happening in the sense like good people like calling good things evil and evil things good. They're switching morality. That was called was going to happen. Like it's so accurate that it would, like I said, it's so accurate on the psychological stuff. You might have a hard time believing that this Bible is written so far back during those days that this stuff has been around for so long. To me, it kind of says that maybe there is a God, because it's true he understands us more than anything else in the past, present, and future, and all things to come, and how it unfolds. Then is it really so hard to believe? Like I said, not everyone is able to understand, is able to get that, because you're very intellectual, you're very analytical, you analyze things, and that's not a bad thing. But it also, at the same time, it probably makes it a little bit harder for you to believe that, because there's so many other evidence that you could think of that can point to the same thing, you know?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, I think I've told you this before. Like, I really do believe, like, any sort of, like, biblical thing that was ever created. And I used to mean this in the most disrespectful way back in the day when I was a kid. When I used to say this all the time when I was a kid. But now that I think about it, like, I was right to say it, but not for the same purpose. Now I say it because now I truly, not only am I not saying it to be disrespectful, but I think it makes sense. I do strongly believe that religion in a nutshell was created as humanity's security blanket to keep from humanity killing itself. Now, when I used to say the security blanket thing back when I was younger, when you first met me, I used to say that shit with vitriol. I used to say that, like, really angrily, like, yeah, this is just fucking humanity's, humanity's security blanket. We're too stupid to not have religion in order to live our lives, right? Like, that's how I used to look at it. But now as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, yeah, like, I had the right idea, just, I was kind of a dick back then, so it's
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, so some people try to use it as just a serious, like, it's to justify every horrible action they do, and kind of like they not nothing. See, that's not a good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely weaponized. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, and it's not religion's fault either. Like, it's not religion's fault as to why it's weaponized. It's humanity's fault as to why it's weaponized.
Well, yeah. Man's sin nature will sometimes how he has his original. It's not. By the way, his man's sin nature we already discussed is not his original intended nature by God, but it's what he accepted.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
He's very susceptible to temptation, and the sin is not the temptation, it is indulging in it, right? And actually acting on those bad actions. Now, God warned, but it starts in the heart. That's why they take every one of your thoughts captive and understand you need to restrain it at the source and just kind of do that. But a lot of people don't want to do that, or it's hard for them, and some people just have no self-control, right? But it's interesting. So, what was I getting with this? Captive. Oh. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I was getting to a point. These discussions I like having, but people will misapply the word over. Will try to misapply anything you get a handle to do this. It's okay, Don. Don, I'm sure God is okay with you being gay, even though you indulge in it. Shut up, dude.
Is that the player? Hey, boy.
Bro.
Bro, I've been telling Don for years it is okay to eat hot dogs from the back, homie. I'm not judging. Not my place to judge.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead. As you're saying.
You know, I had a encounter with God one time, and there was not that not gay, but I was walking around with a chip on my shoulder for a while and some bitterness towards God. At the same time, I was indulging in some I say carnal sin. I'm not gonna say what it was. It's nothing bad. It's just something pretty common. You can guess at it.
Extreme masturbation. True.
No, we're not talking about that. But I was doing something that's considered man. No. Anyway, I was doing it in, like, I actually had an encounter with God. I could tell you this really felt like a strong one because he told me, like, he didn't address that other carnal sin that I was so worried about. He addressed something else in me, which was my bitterness. He said, "Philip, I'm concerned about the state of your heart," and I immediately knew he was talking about my bitterness towards him. And we had a little moment conversation. It wasn't really a voice. It wasn't so much a voice because, like, there was, but Jesus, they put on without me. When God was speaking to me, I felt like, the normal habitual behavior we have, the temptation to sin and just do things that are kind of contrary to our best, to our spiritual well-being or our moral well-being. None of that temptation was there. It's like I felt complete peace, complete love, and a feeling of embrace, like he was hugging me, right? I didn't feel the desire to sin or do any of that, to respond spitefully. I felt calmness. He said, "Phil, I'm concerned about the state of your heart." I said, "Yeah, I like my bitterness." Yes. He didn't address the other thing, which is considered sin. He addressed that because what was going on in my heart at the time was more concerning the immediate issue than whatever sinful behavior other than that I was doing at the time. So he doesn't call you out like, "Oh, look at you did this." No. He won't necessarily, I think he doesn't necessarily do something about something. Like, bitterness is, like I said, I don't know why he addressed. I guess that was the higher priority at the time, right? Like, he didn't address that thing I wasn't ready to talk about. He talked about that instead, right? So he's not a condemner, right? And that was my experience with the Lord, right? And that peace lasted a couple weeks. I felt great, dude. I felt like I could just live peacefully, and that's the only way to say it. I felt so warm and peaceful, Like, I'm not really explaining this well. I'm sorry, Bram. But, like, it's not really something that could really be articulated well unless you firsthand experience it. You might hear a lot of people say that, like, they can try to explain something, but the experience of the Lord God is... Before you shut the fuck up, he left a warm load in you. Shut up. Jesus. Don't you talk about my Lord and Savior that way.
You're like, it's never warm, it's always cold.
Jesus.
Anyways, go ahead.
No, but I've had spiritual encounters with the Lord before, not like that one. Or like that one before you shut the hell up. You too, Brim. Damn it. No, but in all seriousness, I take my relationship with God really seriously. I'm not perfect, no one is, but I noticed that he doesn't do or anything to me that's kind of like to make me feel just bad. He's a comfort to me, right? He's like his Holy Spirit is a comforter, so like it's accurate. He'll address things in a way a lot of times that you're able to do it. I can tell. Yeah, no. Yeah,
takes it like a champ. I mean, what?
Shut up, Brim.
Who says that shit?
You started this shit with you. You started it now ever since. Yeah.
I saw the Twitter post this morning.
You saw it this morning?
I know you saw it this morning because you responded to it.
Oh yeah, that was last night I responded to it. Yesterday.
Oh yeah, last night technically. Yeah.
You're like throwing shade at me towards YouTubers. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. No, see,
honestly, I'm just trying to get you to have more engagement on social media, and so like I think like funny shit like that, like I think that actually helps. Cause like I know Nakunya like looks at all of our stuff now, like she kind of looks at like the circles, like overall circles, like activities and stuff. Yeah. So like I just thought it would be funny to like fucking roast you a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah, well, I laughed at last response. He's like, I just left a laugh emoji because I had nothing else to say that would have. So like, what am I gonna say? It's just keep going. I seem like probably the least Christian out there. Maybe I'm a little odd, but my walk with God is a little bit different, right? Like everyone's is, right?
Yeah.
I don't conform to the overly legalistic, religious, ceremonial aspect. I try to present it a little bit differently. I don't want to just overwhelm people with it and just make them feel like, oh, here's this argument again. What are you gonna say to me now that I'm horrible? I'm not gonna do that, you know. Like I don't. I think there's a lot of people that misapply God's message in either deliberately.
Oh, absolutely.
Or deliberately, or they just they don't know any other way, and they just kind of go with the same script. I don't go with the same script. I play video games. I like anime. Like a lot of Christians probably say, nah, that's not acceptable behavior. Not really. There's not really anything wrong with it. It just depends on what you're playing and watching. It's not like all together bad. Like I wouldn't watch something like, was it P's original PI or Tokubi original sin? That thing is depressing, dude. Like that anime does like that shock value hard. That I wouldn't watch that for both my spiritual well-being and just my downright mental health. Like people say, why don't you watch some? People say,
was it that bad, really?
Literally, it's like a time loop, and this little kid like meets this alien, and the alien is trying to help them, but these kids are going through neglect and abuse from their parents. Their parents are a real piece of shit, and at one point, like one of the girls just hangs herself. Like,
oh god.
Yeah, and it's every time you go, someone kills himself, or one girl kills the other because the other girl is a father who was having an affair with their mother, and their mother took it on their daughter, and the daughter took it on her daughter. And at one point, the time this girl goes to see her father, and he has a whole new family that everything's fine, while left them to rot. Like it's like Jesus Christ. Like I cannot. I saw the clip. It has like a somewhat bittersweet ending, but it's like I cannot watch that. You know? Yeah,
that sounds like some pretty dark stuff, dude. Like I
see clips and explanation. I'm like I can't do this. No, this is horrible. This is like damn.
That's fucking depressing, bro. Like Jesus.
No, see, like I wouldn't do that to myself, and it's not good for my spiritual and mental health at all. Like on every level, it's twisted. Like I like who? Why would someone make something like this? Like I get it. You might try to make an argument. Oh, this stuff like this happens. We know it happens. But why do you have to put it in media like that?
It's because it happens. It's why they have to put a light on it, and like the light being shined on it isn't necessarily something built out of pleasure or personal gratification. Sometimes artists, when they do things, it's to paint a picture, to have that sort of topic to be discussed, because stuff like that needs to be discussed. It needs to be fucking lit up and put into a front stage of people, so that way we can make sure as a society we can gatekeep that sort of action and make sure it never happens again.
Yeah,
that's a lot of reasons why people do that, bro. It's not because they're just being sick and twisted or demented. It's just literally because there are things that are all going on that are real in this world, Don, that I have seen when I was a kid growing up, that you would never, ever imagine in a million years exists to this day. Shit that, like, would make your skin crawl, okay? And it's like, people don't talk about it, and they should. We should be talking about stuff like that to make sure it never happens again. Yeah, I strongly believe that.
I just don't like it when it's in entertainment, really, because I feel like, it's kind of the same thing, like, they make, like, 12...
Well, how else are they going to cut into you, though? Like, how else are they going to cut into you? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same reason why I became a PNG guy, right? It's like, I knew my streams were fucking dull as hell, right? Like, I knew, like, doing regular-ass camera, regular-ass scene like everybody else, I wasn't going to cut a path for myself at any pace whatsoever, because like I lost all of my originals pretty much. I've only got like 2 of my originals left, which I'm not bitching about. I'm just saying. But I've cut into a whole new audience because I went into becoming a PNG tuber. Yeah. And it's fun. I'm actually having fun with it. So, but that's the example. You need to cut into people to get a point across. Is what I'm trying to say.
In that perspective, you're right. You're 100% right. It should be acknowledged. Like other people just pretend like it doesn't exist. I don't think that's good either. Pretend like it doesn't exist. Like say someone's actively going through a problem, and you're just kind of, well, not my problem, or they have no self-awareness to realize that they're doing the same thing to their kids and can make some kind of change to kind of say, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like now. But,
it's terrifying. I know where you're coming from with it. Like I do get it. Trust me, I get it. It's absolutely disgusting. Nobody should ever watch it. Absolutely, I agree with that. It's just the reason why it exists, though, is really important. So
yeah, I think we have a handful of creators. I heard about this interaction. Was it a Made in the Abyss Didn't like wasn't there an interaction between I think a developer and one of the guys that was reviewing? He kind of like rolled his one of the other developers of a show rolled his eye. He kind of looked at him with disgust because he made that show like with basically just kids getting killed all the time, eaten. I think the creator I'm not sure it's true, but I heard the creator said something like he does it because he thinks it's fun, he thinks it's entertaining. I'm like, bro, that's disgusting. That's deranged.
That's weird. That's definitely weird.
I'm not sure if that claim is true. I heard it in passing, but if that's the case, that is fucked. Like that is, please don't make any more shows like that. Just check yourself, please.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I cannot stomach tragedy shows, right? I cannot.
Yeah.
Especially the tragic love stories where everything's going well, you love the characters, and all of a sudden they get picked off one by one, die in the most tragic, horrific ways, and everything's for naught. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that. That breaks my heart. I cannot handle things that break my heart. I'm a sensitive mafioso here. Okay? I'm a sensitive man.
This is true.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
I am weak. I 100% admit that. Yeah, I truly am.
Yeah,
I didn't used to be. I used to be like able to handle certain things, but now as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, absolutely not. I will not. No. I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Ever since after my, especially
dude, like Human Centipede came out, I still never watched that. You know who's watched that before me?
Who?
Val.
What show?
Val, my other half, the Human Centipede, the fucking movie.
Oh no,
I've never seen it because it's disgusting. Like I don't think I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Like ever since after my mental break, like I've not been able to handle. I can't even stand in the same room my mom's watching Law and Order. I can't. I just can't. Here's the weird thing. I wouldn't want to watch Criminal Minds. That's kind of disgusting too. But here's the thing. It's easy.
Wait, Criminal Minds? You can't watch Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is more analytical. It's more about the problem solving than the actual thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can't do it.
No, my mom can't. I preferably I don't care for crime shows really like that. But I used to.
Fair enough.
Well, I used to be able to watch Law and Order, the original, not SVU. I cannot stand SVU. I wouldn't even watch the original at this point. But original was more mild. But I can tell you that if I had to choose between Criminal Minds, and even though I don't like watching it between Criminal Minds or Law and Order, I would pick Criminal Minds any day. You know, like Law and Order just makes me feel terrible, right? Like,
yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, it has a thing, doesn't it? Yeah.
It could twist you, like you know when they address. Okay, this is gonna sound really, really bad. This is gonna sound really bad. Like when they address a predator situation, a lot of their episodes are, you know, child predator.
Yeah, and the predator always walks. Yes. And that's actually true. That's the shitty part, and that's honestly, dude, like not to go on a tangent or anything, but this is what people are talking about when they talk about like the people that do the hard R get away with it. That's what they're talking about.
No, yeah, that's.
But anyways,
go
ahead.
It kind of like what I don't like, and I hate this. It makes me feel a certain way, even though I hate predators. I do. I hate the picture where they say like, well, you realize maybe they don't make whether they walk or not, or die or live. There's always a situation you find out there's a little more context there, and like you find out, wow, so they were done that same way. They never adjusted. And they turned out the same way. No one wins.
Mm-hmm.
It's an emotional roller coaster. It just depresses me. I cannot. It's like wow.
Yeah,
no one got justice. No one got nothing's better. And then someone offs himself and shoots himself with a gun at the end of the episode, like hangs himself. Like bro, like it's like I fucking can't. Or like,
it's wild.
Or yeah. Or the episodes a lot of times with a false accusation. They find out he's not the guy, but he did something like 20 years ago that made them investigate him. And they find out he's not even connected to the crime, and yet he
gets the blame for it anyways.
Yeah, and then nothing. There's nothing to fix it. It's permanently disfigured and destroyed.
That's honestly the reality, though. That's the sad part. Is it's honestly
and the people that don't actually do anything get hard. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like there was a whole episode around a guy that was in a family. His daughter accused him of her touching her growing up, right? They find out later she received psychological hypnosis treatment from a psychiatrist that suggested it, and she put the hypnosis on her in her own world, she believed that this girl had been molested, right? So she put a suggestion suggested during the hypnosis that she had a trauma that's been molested. Turns out she had no such trauma. She just had emotional issues. But the hypnotism triggered something to her, triggered fake memories and just a perspective that was warped, right? So, this daughter ends up like going to great lengths to try to get her father out of the house, and you put like underwear, her father's underwear near the baby's crib, right? But you find out later he didn't do any of that. He was a good father. His whole family turned against him. His own wife to get out of my fucking house, like believing he did all this. And they find out later it was all fake hypnotic suggestion based on a disproven practice. And the father ended up getting shot and killed. They didn't know who did it. And they found out the daughter did it. She had stolen the grandfather's gun. The grandfather got arrested because they thought he did it, right? Killed him. And only find out that it was all fake. And the wife was in despair. She said, "Oh, my husband, all his family turned against him. Oh my God, what did I do?" You know, she believed it because the daughter was deluded to believe it by the hypnosis practices meant to help her depression, but end up the doctor believed in her own mind that she had been victimized based on her behavior, but it wasn't the case. So, while the daughter believed in her heart that she hadn't done that way, there's fake memories, right?
That's sad.
Yeah, and the other daughter that wasn't victimized, none of them were shot and killed him right there. He was just coming to try to reconcile, find out what's going on with the dog. He's worried, so he died, and like I was like, oh my God, like this is horrible.
Bro, I am a huge advocate for men that have been falsely accused of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, when I say an advocate, I mean I will fight furiously. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, don't believe women," right? Like, I'm not that kind of advocate, right? Like, I believe that two things could exist at the same time. So,
yeah.
Do I believe all women? No, I don't. I don't believe all women.
And you don't believe,
but I do believe women that have actually been, hard. I have met women though, unfortunately. And I've had one that lived with me who told me one story, and I went to that person to find out that story was BS, right?
Yeah.
Like, they witnessed it. They weren't a participating member of the situation, but they witnessed everything that happened, and I found out later that it was all lies. So, that unfortunately happens a lot, and it happens way more than it should, because it makes all the actual victims harder to believe, and that's sad.
Yeah. It does, and yeah. Little hole.
Anyway, let's not try to be all super depressing on stream today.
Oh, depressing. Let's bring everyone down. Not here. Hey, how are you doing? What's up? Hi, Samuel Lee. Are you a bot? I don't know. And people don't. Yeah. Sorry, we kind of went off a tangent. Whaler. Like, but this kind of started with me just talking about one thing into another. Like, use a song dance. Well, like, yeah, there's certain things that I can't handle after my mental break. I just can't be around it. I'm too soft in those areas. I was like, no, can't. No, never not. That's squishy,
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm squishy, but I am, like, there are certain things that I can't be bothered to, like, really endure, yeah. And I can endure a lot. Like, I have a pretty good endurance, but, like, there's stuff that even for me, I'm like, nope. Like, it's funny that we talk about SVU, because, like, I actually stopped watching that show, because nothing good ever comes up in that show. Like, ever. Like, ever. Dude, ever. In the history of ever, that show's existence, nothing good ever happens. And I'm like, why do I watch this?
I don't know why, but I hate the officers and investigators in that show more than I hate the criminals. Like, I hate
me too! How they always fuck it up! They always mishandle the case, and I'm like, wait, hold on. How do you have a job here? That's what I want to know. Like, what? Yeah.
Dude, they got that one...
That shit is wild to me.
The brown-haired woman, she's got like whatever her past is, got her completely kind of hard up for like...
Well, where she
kind of fucks everyone else over, and...
Yeah, and she always fucks over her partner, like, all the fucking time. Yep. And the dude, and like Elliot is always trying to help her out, but she like almost never has his back. Yeah, it's fucked. I feel sorry for Elliot, dude. Like she is a terrible partner.
Yeah.
Because Elliot feels the same way I do about certain proclivities that certain people have, and I'm just like, yeah, wood chipper.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I started watching the show, was because of Elliot. And then I think they took Elliot out. I don't think Elliot's in there anymore. I think there's like somebody else.
There was this one episode. Which one's Elliot? Is that the guy or is that the blonde hair girl?
That's the guy with the it's the guy with the dark hair and like the pointy nose.
Oh, him, the young guy, the temper guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a hard temper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot Roger. Yeah. What's up, Fuego? ¿Qué pasa, bueno?
So like, I saw clips of it was a YouTube short, but there was this clip where this I don't talk about it too much. But this guy, like, I guess he's severely autistic. He joined a chat room where a lot of people were, but he didn't realize it was a sting operation for catching pedos, right? And he just thought he was making friends. He showed up at a location. They were told to meet at, but the cops nabbed him, and the judges just processed him. He showed up at this location. Just process him. He registered as a sex offender. I didn't see the whole. It's just a YouTube short going. And the blonde hair girl felt bad for him. It's like, I felt like I did wrong here. So I should have. We should have thought this out more. But like no one's listening to him. But like, I don't know how it ends.
Yep. Because like there's a lot. Okay, funny enough, in law, there's a lot of prosecutors, and this is something that I think that show reflects pretty well. Mm-hmm. There are prosecutors who are like that, where they want an open shut case without any investigation. And there's actual ways that you can do that. And that's what's fucked up about that, is like, there are people out there that are like that, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, and even try to fight it and to make it more fair to where they actually get the guy definitely who is and doesn't get anyone mixed up in it.
Hey, what up, Julie?
They'll probably try to argue the point, like in the media, oh, they're trying to protect people that go after our kids, because they don't want to do the extra steps to do their job right. Probably. I'm assuming that would be the response. It'll get misapplied. Like,
oh, I'm doing good. How are you, Julie?
There's a lot of dishonesty there, so it's kind of funny how you can get like technically nabbed for under principle of law. Yeah.
Whoa, such a cool vibe though in your stream. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yes, yeah, we're talking. Sorry, just had a
pasta. Yeah, it's pasta.
Bro.
I love pasta. I am still kind of waking up. Like, honestly, like I'm still kind of waking up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, sorry, chat. Sorry, but we're going off on like a thing there for a while. That's my fault. I kind of initiated this conversation every step of the way and just kind of started thinking about things. Mostly like when I'm talking about something, I'm just thinking out loud and just like kind of looking for input. Kind of talk about something, because I will like just as you said, those things need to be kind of shown to have these conversations. Like, I think these conversations are awesome.
Grandpa still needed his morning coffee. Yeah, I still haven't had that yet, Mafueo. I'm working on it though, man. I'm working on it. I have energy drinks in the fridge that we picked up from Walmart last night. They're having a pretty good sale on some Ghost Energy.
I can suggest some
Ghost Energy. If I could ever get a sponsor out of you, that'd be great, because I love you. Like, maybe homo. Who knows? I could get paid. I might be able to be, conned into something. I mean, persuaded. I mean, what?
Manipulated. Did you create this model yourself, or is AI? He's asking.
Hey, shit. Yeah, this is just AI stuff. Now, funny enough, I do plan on creating my shit in the future once I get more money. I do plan on drawing out, because I like the design of this model, and this is how I'm going to show you the original, right? This is my tavern. This is where we go to promote everybody that's on the stream team and extended family members of the stream team, right? So this is what I call the tavern.
Wait,
this is right here, right? So like this is.
How do I add your avatar to my screen like you have me on yours?
Go to Discord React and then copy and paste my avatar thing into your. It's a browser source, and you just copy paste the browser source into your stream. This is my original. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm giving you a perspective in my game room of the back of my head from this character. But this is kind of where I want to go with it when I redesign it by hand. I am an artist. I just don't have time to draw everything out. But yes, this is all generated by AI.
It's called Discord React.
This is Do what? Yeah, it's called it's called Discord React.
I'm searching online and I can't find it. That's weird. Discord
Hold
reactive.
on.
Oh, Discord reactive. You mean
reactive? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
There you go. But yeah, so this is the tavern. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be a performance artist, alright? I'm trying. It's hard. But yes, no. This is the tavern. This is where we do all of the promotions. This is where we do React content, all that good stuff, right?
Select.
It gives AI vibes. That's why I asked. No, it is 100% AI, and yeah, every right, yeah. And this is my tryhard room. Hey, tryhard room.
Add model.
I usually play Call of Duty and shit, so.
I'm trying to add a model. How do I find
Yeah. Yep. So eventually, what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna hand draw everything except for the room scene, because the room scene, I like the way the room scene looks, but I'm gonna redesign, not redesign, but I'm going to hand draw my actual avatar, and who knows, maybe I'll redesign this part too, of this part of the back of the head. So
I'm trying to add you. I got just for React on screen. Receive
you're copying. You'll see a copy. Yeah, you have to like allow it to go into the voice, to use the voice chat or whatever.
Well, okay, how do I do that? Like, it's like active model Don. I have this. I don't see yours.
All right.
Sources or maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Just click on the digital pressure.
Yep.
Okay. So, okay. Animate.
There you go.
Speaking animation, no animation, single animation, continuous bouncing. What do I do?
Whatever you want to do. I have mine set to the mouth movement, so. So you're a fellow artist, Julie? Well, hello. I'm glad I get fellow artists in here, because I too am an artiste. I am a lover of art. But so here's the thing for my stream, Julie. I will switch everything to handmade assets by yours truly when I see this thing taking off, right? When I see this stream sort of taking off, I will sit down for like a week to 2 weeks straight, and I'm like hardly any sleep, lots of coffee, lots of caffeine, and I will hand draw everything.
So if I add you to a source here, I gotta add you to a. Let's see, let's try. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be drawing my dragon avatar in my style. Yeah. Oh yeah, just go into your browser sources in your OBS.
Yeah. I think I.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I think I got this here.
What kind of art do you like to do, Julie? I like to draw pretty much everything. I could draw anime, I could draw fantasy art, I could do technology stuff. But I'm more of a fantasy artist kind of person myself. I like fantasy, like especially like high fantasy stuff. I have made some avatar and animated backgrounds. Oh, you do animated backgrounds? Ooh. Yeah, I would like to see. Of course. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if you could save me time on the background, I'll work on my avatar, right? All right, cool. Just don't try to like get me to buy stuff like right off the rip, okay? That's all I'm asking. But yes, I'll add you. I don't have any money on me, but I will like to see your work.
Oh yes, do I do display capture, media, image, slideshow, what?
Just browser source, dude. That's all you gotta do is browser source.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any money, Julie, but I'll be more than happy to look at your work. No problems there. Yeah, I know. What is up with my Discord? I had this problem with another artist too. Wait, that's a dot, right? That's not a comma. That's a period, right? Okay, let's go try that again.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go. I gotcha. Yeah.
Got you on screen now. Perfect.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, there we go. That's perfect.
All right, well, I added you on there, Julie.
Okay. Here you go. Let's try again with the queue up.
Wait, I can actually hold on. I need to. Yeah. You're good. I was just letting you know. Hello. Alright, so I need batteries. Mifleo! Feet incoming.
No.
Yeah, I got you. I have the Discord ad right here. You have the picture of a cat and what looks like a Hello Kitty? Or is that a rabbit?
Maybe you got their name wrong?
No, it's right here. I have it right here. It shows it went out.
Right. Oh shit, that's right.
Are you on another account, maybe? Because I added you on the one with the kitty and stuff. Yeah. It's a girl in a green dragon costume. Oh. Well, you gave me the Julie with a dot, so that's the one I added. Stages. Here we are now. Entertainers. The lives. Yeah. All right, I'll just go ahead and I'll hit ignore on that. And then I'll hit ignore on Moon trying to add me because I don't know who this person is.
A bunch of random people trying to invite you.
Yeah.
I have some girl account looking for a fake AI picture, but someone added me on, tried to add me as a friend on Steam. Like, who is this? Julie, that's my username.
Oh, so it's not the one with the 2 E's? Well, no, 3 E's?
Dude,
Yeah, that's what I. Okay.
Dude, yeah, they want me. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, the picture, she looked hot, but it didn't look like a real picture. I'm like, this probably is like some guy trying, probably some dude trying to hack my account. He's like, oh, friend me, and then I'll just like steal your, I don't know, like, steal my account or something. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not pulling you up with that bullshit, son. Where is the? All right, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yo.
I mean, I can see someone wanting me. I'm good looking. I'm big, but I'm good looking. As long as I shave my face, of course. Cause what else? Shut up.
JULI _ dot.
Yeah!
There are beasts ahead of you.
There you go.
Okay, we're in. Overkeep. Let's go. Underkeep. Clear.
Oh, I just added you again.
Maybe it's a delay.
Alright, go to pending.
I haven't got your friend request.
Ah, you just accepted it. I think you just figured it out. There you go.
There should be an access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
But damn it! Oh, I just realized Mahuya's in here with me. I just realized.
Hate this glitch. Yeah. I've been hit with a lot of artist spam, Julie. Just letting you know, I get spammed by artists all the time. I got e-baked this morning by somebody on Twitter, and I got e-baked last night or the night before last when I was on stream. And funny enough, they all have the same name as you. I got like 6 different Juliannes trying to get money off of me.
Bro.
I don't have money. I just like to enjoy the art.
What are you talking about? You don't have money, dude. You look like you're rolling in the dough, bro.
Yeah.
These women be throwing themselves at you. Like, come on, let's go.
Yep. It is somebody that's trying to sell something, but they all have the same name as you, unfortunately. That's why I was like a little hesitant on adding you. But I did add you, so.
They know you got game, and they got game too.
yeah, Julie. Like I get spammed by art people all the time, and a lot of them have the same name as. Yep, Julianne. Yep. No joke. I'm not playing. I'll go to the DMs and I'll screenshot them for you. Like I get hit a lot. Yeah. You're the least sounding person of a bot that came in here so far with that name. So yeah. I thought my name isn't that common. No, there's a lot. For some reason, Julianne and Julie are the top names that come into my stream, begging me to buy their art from them. Yeah. All that with AI picture. I know, my AI picture brings all the girls to the yard, bro. I gotta be careful.
You're damn right. It's better than yours.
I'm a sexy beast! But no, Julie, welcome to the fold. I mean it. Welcome. Yes, welcome to the fold, Julie. My Twitter and my Insta, my TikTok, Facebook are all the same name, by the way. Just saying.
My Yeah, and my Instagram, as you know, has both my real and I don't know. I thought my display name was DonGamer. Apparently, it's my real name. I don't know how. I must have said it wrong. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
They used to call him Philly Phillip back in high school.
Yeah.
You don't want to know why.
Hey, Flag is killing me tonight. Song part. No. Let's talk our. Literally. Our black mage is having trouble with the lag. Oh, dude, they're black.
Oh my gosh, black mages are having problems? Oh no!
I'm surprised they're having. If the black mage, a hard caster like black mage, you know, dealing with lag at the same time, that is a bad combo. Because, that is not good. You know, you know. And knowing, in this case, knowing is the whole battle for them. It ain't just half the battle. It's the whole battle, knowing. And I know because I play Black Mage. So I totally get it. I don't usually have lag though. Pretty good internet. Oh, so it's not just me. Well, YouTube, who are you? You're experiencing lag? I'm not experiencing that for now.
Yo, Maflail be out here, big dick energy on Don's stream? What?
My chat wouldn't be the same before you. See, yeah, I'm not exactly, my channel is not exactly family friendly, but it's not exactly unteens off the walls crazy, right? Like, I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna result in me getting either heat or just, by the way, you know, or like some kind of TOS violation or major one, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to put down a little bit, but not too much. Enough to be entertaining, because I'm entertaining, but I'm not so much where I risk losing my channel. You gotta. It's hard to find a middle ground because you know you have to also deal with factors like someone in the moderators team not liking what you said because it's too edgy, but it didn't violate the terms, and then you get like shadow ban or something, and then you try to dispute it like, well, nope, can't do nothing about it. So that's to do with competency though, mostly. So you can take that into a factor into consideration. So I'm not gonna deliberately do things to trigger someone's fifis, but at the same time I'm not gonna. You get what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to.
And as far as I know, Julie, I'm like one of the few people that I try to work my friends into my streams as to make them a part of the stream. Like, not just your typical like, hey, there's like 5 people on my screen all lined up in the bottom of the screen, and I'm not shitting on anybody that does that, but like I like to try to make my streams as interactive as possible. So, yeah.
I try to do that.
That's
too.
another thing that I'm trying to do nowadays. Is I'm actually trying.
I should probably try that too, but I also gotta be careful who I invite onto my stream too.
Yeah, this is why like I'm on Twitter, reaching out, talking to people, is because like I want to have good vibes, have fun, and try not to be around people that are just trying to hijack my shit. So.
Or just don't give a shit what they say and say whatever pops up.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Yeah, that's also a problem.
I've had to deal with that in the past. You know what it was.
But also, but like my Discord or our Discord, like, or especially on my streams, now that I can separate the tracks, like I don't mind having them in here talking shit. I'll just mute them. You know what I mean? Like that's not a big problem. Then I can still have their avatar show up. And they'll still technically be here, but nobody would hear them, so.
How crazy we got in the same dude didn't even know you was queued. Yeah, that is crazy, dude. I've had it before, though, with people. I've had me and you a couple times, actually. Like, in the early morning, it's easier for it to happen because there's less people on, so there's less people in the queue. Yeah, I noticed it until you called me gay. Like, I can't let that slide before you. Someone call me that shit. Like, no.
But, Don, you do like men. I mean, what?
I like men as company.
Oh, yeah.
Not company.
Company, he says. Yeah, company.
That's gross.
Don wants cummy tummies. I mean, what?
Hey, shut up.
He also calls them cummy bears. I'm just saying.
Shut up. What's wrong with being gay, Don? Is this hate speech I'm hearing? Oh no, hate speech. Wow.
Those are cummy bears, bro. Look.
Sorry.
Sorry, we get a little 18 plus in here sometimes, Shirley. Just forewarning you.
Occasionally we push the envelope. We try not to push it too hard. Oh,
I'll push something
too late.
hard. Nah.
Dude, no matter what I say, I always say the wrong choice of words. It gets turned back on me. I'm not even trying to do that. It's like it's
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I would never do such
It's both
things.
frustrating, but it's also hilarious at the same time. Don's favorite thing to do is to blow bubbles with his boyfriend. His boyfriend's load.
Pretty much.
Bro.
You know the blowing bubbles in the pool joke? That was Don. He's the originator of that.
No, lies. All lies.
The boyfriend's name is Bubba's.
All lies, all lies. Dude, the factory is lying. Why are you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always
Why the
lying?
fuck you lying?
Dude, like, I know. Okay, so I'm a Christian, but I engage with some of the most unchristian jokes ever. No, I'm a little. I am unhinged. I have been. I know how to. I've been that way for a long time. I know how to roll with the punches a little bit. You know that one.
You know, they see him rolling. They're hating. That's because Don's round and nerdy. He is round and nerdy. No, I'm just kidding.
White nerdy. They say me my way, my front lawn. Dude, this song is hilarious. Weird Al Yankovic is hilarious. I like a lot of his songs. I have some on my playlist. Don't let religion stop you from having fun. No, it doesn't. Actually, it adds to the fun. I know how to appreciate fun more. It's just I don't want to always do like dirty jokes, but I just must be the next guy. Every once in a while, I think it's a little okay to kind of throw out there. I think there's too much stigmatization put on humor in general, where like nothing is safe. But I have a little wiggle room when it comes to my humor. Personally, I'm trying to clean myself up, but I'm not expecting to get clean. I'm still gonna enjoy my fun though. What I mean is, there's a line of dirty humor I don't go to. I already got the wiggle. I already got that wiggle room. Yeah, definitely right. I know exactly what you mean.
It goes straight to his ass.
Bruh. Yeah, but it's okay. It's not gay. There's nothing more straight than... Never mind. Bruh. You see my, I posted this thing on my Instagram where I was thanking God for all these he blessed me with, and kind of like a little history and like what kind of went through my, not directly talking about my crisis, but talking about how I've come back from it and how
you are untroubled thus far.
Like there's a scripture that says like you guys restored what the silkworm was eaten up. In other words, what's been taking you through life's trials and the things that come against you. You know, like how I bounced back from that thanks to him, and I've got more
this machine
now than what I had
long
before.
Guarded these
you know,
crumbling
which is I posted like a thank you to that and like try to get some acknowledgement from other Christians that could have seen that, but you know they didn't interact with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, because they don't believe this now. But like either they don't look at it or they just
How will you handle this?
Well,
we still lack.
yeah, you know that's not it. It just didn't get any engagement, but it's fine. Oh, what are these dude, bro? Come on.
What happened?
They pulled before. These guys pulled before I was even in here to tank it, and I got locked out temporarily. That's funny.
Let us
I
introduce
got in though. I teleported again, so I was able to gain the boss aggro. Yeah, no, I try to give thanks to God as much as possible. I think in the end, I think well, He's given me all the opportunities to open up the doors. He's opened up to me. Recovery, because like I went through a lot, but I recovered from this. A lot of people don't recover this as well as I have. A lot of people are off and on their meds between unstable and stable. They're getting in trouble a lot because of their mental health crisis, making them think warped, and they're out in the public. I was safe from all that. I went through a period of time it was like that, but I bounced back, you know. So
perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
You should know what I'm talking about. Like, I've passed mostly as normal despite my disabilities, you know. I don't like seeing full-on schizo, right?
I know.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard thing to live with because you know you kind of.
You're talking to somebody who used to live with one, man. I know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I get it.
I hang on to my even during that time I hung on to my morality. I didn't like try to hurt
Still alive.
people or anything.
How unfortunate.
I went out of my way to avoid being around people because I didn't want to bother them. I did other weird things, but like nothing dangerous. Just kind of like lack of awareness for myself and my own well-being is all that happens. Mostly that and the crying, the tears. But beyond that, you know, like I pulled through. Like I was telling the doctor the other day, if I wasn't hanging out for God, I'd probably be dead somewhere. It probably would have happened. That's how bad it was. But it got bad, so. Well, we don't need to talk about that anymore. You get it. And now I'm a tank in-game and out of the game. I'm rolling with the punches, guys. What doesn't kill you makes you 3 times. Would that line wouldn't kill you make you stronger? And wasn't there a line in Dragon Ball Z Bridge where it's like, what doesn't kill you makes you 3 times. There was something Vegeta said that's a joke. I'm thinking about it.
With an analysis.
Sorry for the minute. You're good. Hey. I always say have a blessed day to people on this game or like whatever. I mean it. I 100% mean it. I don't like to see people have a bad day. It hurts me too. You know, like it sucks. You know, like everyone's been through a bad day, so they don't want to. Unless you're like a vicious person that wants everyone to suffer, which you know, then you're insufferable. Like I don't want to be around something like that. Like, Fram, have you ever been around someone that just wants everyone else to be miserable or more miserable than they are? I think we talked about this before.
We both have.
Yeah.
And we don't mention that person's name. Yes.
Yeah. Which won't. Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not what that was, right? Like we both can agree that that's 100% what that person was about.
Yeah. We won't mention on stream because he probably stalks out of stream.
Oh, he does now. I'm in a common Discord with him, and we don't talk to each other. Mm-hmm. I'm in Metro's Metro's really private, like he doesn't let anybody else in it type shit. And me and that other individual are in that Discord space. And I told because Metro wanted to add me to it, and I'm like, okay, fine, like I don't mind. Mm-hmm. Like, but don't expect me to talk to him, right? Like that's the line. And he's all, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, there's always those people out there that you can't stand to be around, and there's usually, me and Rick can stand to be around a lot of people, but there's only real specific individuals that act a certain way that after a while we might real.
As soon as I detect that common behavior, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I'm usually like I'm gone. Yeah, I'll go take a nap or.
Yeah. I'm sure the people in our chat have been around those types before too. Is if you're on the internet, you're at some point going to be around them.
Yeah.
I cannot also stand I can't
like take that one individual and now multiply that by like 5 or 6 people, and I had that going for a while and I didn't realize it. And that was the guys that we had in Glitch. I don't know if you remember Glitch, the Google group that we had. Yeah, like all those people were just like him. Yeah, they were just like him. Super toxic. They thought they were smarter than they really were. Yeah, all those guys. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. Crazy time to be alive in the console war era. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. We started like that's a good history to talk about. Like, I'm talking the drama part, but we used to We used to be interact with the crime side of YouTube, if you know what that is. And if you do, I'm sorry you know about it. But
your YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. The truth of YouTube.
back in the day, I used to go by the name FlameKing00X. That was my name. Then I changed to DonGamer later. Not Flame.
It's because he discovered he liked men.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Case, I was Flaming 00X. That's actually funny. What if I did that? Like, what if I was gay? Like, I'm calling myself the Flaming 00X. And no, I'm not gonna rebrand to that, but that'd be good. Like, you know, at least you know. Like, dude, I've met people that are gay, and they don't care about those jokes. They're like, oh, dude, that is, I'm totally like, that is totally me, you know? But there are a lot of people that are edgy. Like, I mean, I can't say this word on stream, but I used to use the FAG word when describing nothing. He used it as a insult. He would say like, oh, you know, nothing excuses that level of blah blah blah. When I was showing a video game, the character was dancing. He said, yeah, that's FAG. Nothing explains that. You know, he made it a joke, right? Like, he wasn't like. Now that's considered a heavy slur that's not safe on Twitch or YouTube. That's why I'm spelling it out, not speaking it, right? But he was gay. He used like words like that all the time. He didn't care. I mean, there's a lot of people like that, like both on a gender, racial, or whatever. You know, they use certain words, which not gonna speak them. But you know, we're not gonna speak the words, but you know, like certain groups will use those words as a badge of honor all the time. I think even the military has their own something like that. I'm not sure it's true, but I was talking to some Marines that say, yeah, like for instance, the term devil dogs, don't say it, if you're not a Marine, don't say that to a Marine, because they'll beat your ass. Because that's like a badge of honor. What?
Oh.
What?
What?
Did you hear me?
What? No, I said they'll eat your ass. Whoa!
I said beat your ass, they'll beat the hell out of you.
I know, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm not sure if you heard that before, whether or not to take devil dogs around a Marine or a soldier if you're not in the service, because they'll beat the crap out of you. Some of them.
I've never heard of that. No.
It wasn't just Walker was saying. There was another soldier that was saying in the chat. Like I said, I don't know if Walker. I think Walker was a Marine, but like there was other people talking to in the conversation. It was back in Terra, and they're talking about it. Yeah, it's considered like it's like a badge of honor, but like if you're not in the service and you say that word. And you refer to them that way, it's like saying the N-word. Like it's kind of like a thing you can't use it unless you're in the military. Like I'm not sure how true it is. I've never been to service, but like this is just something I heard in passing. But kind of just from my mind, be like, you know, you can't, like, certain words are not okay for certain other groups to say about other groups, depending whatever it may be. Like there's some words that consider like a slur one way is considered like a friendly gesture to another. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't, like I said, the Devil Dogs comment, I don't know how true that is. Like, that might have been just something they personally adhere to, right? And just kind of like projecting into the broader scope of what you can and can't say around the screen. And some of what they're saying is true. Like, they were talking about, I remember they talking about the day, they were talking about their, they were talking about how, like, one time, they were talking about IEDs, right? Those things, like those. Yeah, they fucking hate those things. They said like because they could make a bomb essentially out of anything and just detonate it remotely. Like they're talking about how they've been over in the Middle East and like yeah, like that shit was like terrible. And like one of them talking about how one time the upper command engaged the officer not to respond. There were no orders not to pursue. And the other officer, the other lower ranks that was still above him, ordered him to pursue. He said, I'm not pursuing this. I'm under orders not to from the one above you, so you can kiss the whitest part of my ass, he said, right? He said that line. And I guess because he was being unprofessional, he got reported. But he's still, like, he didn't get into the worst trouble, like court martial or anything, because even though he disobeyed that order, he was under orders by someone higher than that, higher than that guy's rank that was new and just there that day, not to do what he was trying to make him do, because what he was trying to make him do was get his whole platoon killed, right? Like, so there was that whole conversation, I remember. So it sounded like a real conversation, but like I said, some people could really fake it till they make it, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, remember something like you know, I don't ask I don't usually ask Marines or soldiers what they did or what they did during the time of service, because it seems like an insensitive question to ask, because some of them may not want to talk about it. Like my uncle, for instance, he was in Lebanon. I asked him what war he was in one time, and he kind of got all jittery. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't ask again. You know?
Yeah.
I'm assuming whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot like Pixel doesn't like talking about it. Like I've definitely tried to ask him about it in the past, and he does he's done multiple services, right? Like he's never gone in there just one time. He's gone into multiple branches, and he doesn't like talking about his service at all.
I have
okay.
I have a coworker named Dwayne. Nice guy. He's an older guy. Nice guy. Pretty cheery. But he said, you know, we did a lot of things in the service we're not proud of, but I would do it all again if I had to, you know. Like, he said a lot of things I'm not proud of, but like I suppose God loves you very much. Yeah, I know. I don't ask him specific. I told him I would never ask him specifics about that, because it's not for me to know, and it's not your job to tell me. And I'm sure you had to make decisions over there that the rest of us back home shouldn't have to, and we shouldn't be burdened with the knowledge of it. You know, I didn't say it that way, but that's why, on principle, I don't ask those questions like that. You know, I don't pry. It's not good for me to know. It's not good for them to remember it. And the whole point of that, a big point of that fight is not putting that on the generation that stays home and doesn't fight in the service, because it's not their burden to carry. So that's how I look at it. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to be considerate of everyone in that conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They may be trained soldier to handle certain things, but they're still human at the end of the day. And as I say, from the stories that we do know about decisions that have to be made, yeah, it's not like a lot of these situations are not situations that had a good outcome, you know?
Yeah.
Am I getting too heavy? I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I'm just trying not to get too depressing about this stuff, that's all.
No, you're right. No, I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I'm not gonna stop you from talking about what you want to talk about. You're streaming too. This is your stream as well as mine, so.
Yeah. Oh boy. The Reaper ran right into Amy. Oh boy. Did you call yourself a Reaper? I would have survived that easily. Trashing on the Reaper. His name is I don't know what his name is. Maquito Taku? I don't know who that is. I don't like how I'm going to have to be out in the heat today, but I just got to make deal with it. It's cool in my apartment, like 70 degrees cool, like always have to 8% are running. But I was out there yesterday for like a couple minutes and I already felt overheated. It was like 99 degrees, like holy shoot. Oh. So anyone else cooking in this heat?
Bro, yesterday I was so drained of my energy that I ended up going to bed, bro. Like, I didn't even get on last night. I was so freaking hot.
Bro. Oh, yeah.
I know I was born in the hellscapes of Arizona, bro, but, like, when you move out here and after 5 years or so, you finally get used to the weather out here, like, going back to, like, 89, 90 degrees, it's hell, bro. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, it feels like you're back home in Arizona.
Yeah, I escaped that shit for a reason.
Your troubles followed you to Arizona. I mean, from Arizona to here.
Oh, dude, some of them have amplified. It's like, bro, if I didn't have the kind of luck I've had since I moved out here, I wouldn't have any luck at all, bro. Like, it's been challenging.
It gets a little harder when Don walks in. Yeah, I'm hot, bro. I am
Don
sexy.
tells me that, like, anytime he walks around me, I have to drop my drawers. I'm like, I don't know why I have to do that, but, you know.
Beast. I'm a sexy flaming beast. And Dizzle here is literally a dragon, so I guess he's like 3-time Potter.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, he's a void dragon.
I'm a void dragon. I have my own snacks menu on my stream. What do you got for your tavern?
Bad dragon.
Bad dragon? Bro, that was the first joke that was made when I first switched over to this. They're like, oh, we got a bad dragon up in here. I'm like, bro, if they want to sponsor me, not only will I not say no, but I'll probably end up like doing a giveaway.
I call him the Imagine Dragon.
He does. Yep.
I do. That's a funny
God
word.
damn it. Bro, imagine a stream like with a bunch of VTubers and it's like, hey guys, if you're here for the Bad Dragon giveaway, pick a number. What the hell?
What?
What is going on with my arrows?
Dude, I can't wait till you're finally able to get back into Final Fantasy 14 when you're ready.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure like the other server wants me back in there too, because I was talking to them about it. I'm like, yeah, I used to be a pretty heavy player of that game.
What server?
And they're like, are you gonna get Niku's?
Oh.
Because we were talking about it, and I asked them about it. I was like, so you guys are all Final Fantasy people? They're like, yeah. They're like, this is like, that was like their main game forever.
Yeah.
They love that game. So, like, if I get Pixel, like, I might end up, I was thinking about, like, just starting another character and having it, but, like, I know that, freaking Square is weird about that stuff. I don't understand why they did it, their server thing the way they did, but...
Well, you can start, you should be able to start, like, well, depending on what subscription level you're on. I'm on the basic, so I'm one character per server.
You should... Oh, is that one character per server?
That's for my subscription level. I pay $12 a month. That's for the entry level.
Trying my new Bad Dragon crossover bone on stream.
Like, as you know, I only feel the need for one character because I can play multiple classes on one character. Like, there's no reason for me to split attention like that. Now, some people like try to do the other servers because they're testing out the server, how people on there, the amount of queue times and all things. But actually, coming up soon for him. They're gonna end up like tearing down the walls between the devices and the servers, so you'll be able to, you should be able to go onto log into any server without being so much limited to one location or two or one data center. They're lifting more restrictions. We can travel to any data center now. It's gonna happen eventually. I don't know when it's gonna happen though. I just know it's gonna happen.
So they're gonna do the World of Warcraft thing where we could actually like have guilds and stuff all the way across the server and not worry about it?
I don't know.
Because that would be sick.
That would be sick, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't mind having like all you guys from like FA and your thing. If we could try to get everybody together, that'd be awesome, dude.
Well, they tear down the
you would have more people to play with too if me and Pixel's not around and we're at doing our stuff, or if I'm at work when I go back to work, at least you'll be able to like have you know what I mean, like have just a bigger pool of people to play with is what I mean. So yeah, because I know you want to play with people all the time, and it's just like I don't have that kind of money. So
I heard the reason why there were such limitations on the servers, like they put on over the years, is of game transfer and stuff like that, is because they were running off the old server.
Guild Wars 2, you can be in multiple guilds, but you can choose what guild to rep at any time.
Yeah, Nafayo, true. The guild system in Guild Wars is really good. Yeah. I think that would have been peak. That would have been peak for Final Fantasy. Oh yeah. Because like I have so many friends that play this game, but like everybody's so spread out. I'm just like fuck. Like I don't know how I'm gonna play with everybody here. Because Niku wants to play. You got I think Buttchuck said he plays. I know Sleepy does. Like, I think all of us would like. That'd be so fun, just to have the whole group together. That'd be awesome. And like I said, those people, like, they do love their game, and that's why, like I think you'd benefit greatly from playing with them, because like there's a few of the people that are in that Discord that are on that game all the time. They practically live on that game, just like you do. So. Yo, Mafleo, I'm practicing the hunting aspects of my people. I'm pretty proficient now. Let's go. Ooh. Yes.
Oh boy.
I say that and then I do that. It's like, okay. Me too, but I hate the game. Oh, you really? You don't like Guild Wars 2? I love Guild Wars 2. I thought Guild Wars 2 was really well done. In fact, I gotta go back and go through all the content.
No, before you told me he just skipped through all of the story in 14 and just is doing the content, which is, I guess, fine, but it's heavily, it's everything.
Oh,
heavily,
you hate 14. Oh, fair enough.
He doesn't like the story, he just plays everything else. But the thing about the story, like, I was trying to tell him, like, if you want to ever fancies you to go back and play it, you can just do the New Game Plus and get experience and level up classes through the New Game Plus and just do it that way. If you ever feel like you want to. A Rubber Born's pretty much a drag of story, not that great, but after that it gets better.
14 doesn't have a story.
Yeah, oh, yes, it does. Well, to him, it doesn't have a story because he skipped through it. So, as far as he's concerned, yeah, it doesn't have a story. It doesn't need it. It's story's more story as you go on into Heaven's Ward. Before, it's a lot of back and forth side story with introduction to things and fetch quests. But after Raw Reborn, it gets more heavily story focused, like big time. And that's why it's called MMORPG.
That's not why it's called. Wait, what? That's not how that works.
That's how they call it. That's what they're calling it. That MMORPG. It's a RPG and an MMO.
That's not why a story. That's not why a story. But like the way you explained it, you made it sound like that the story there is why they called it an MMORPG. I'm like, that is not how that works.
Then, okay.
Like there are MMORPGs that exist that don't have a good story, or they don't even have a story. Yeah.
Oh,
like Albion doesn't have a story, but it's good.
I was under the impression that's why it's called an MMORPG, though. That was the impression I was under. Sorry, I didn't know.
No! It's fine, dude. It's not a big deal.
I learned. I guess I said MMOs are just meant to be played with others. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's just like a huge circle jerk amongst friends, you know? You're just like, hey, bro, I see you're caked up today. You know? Oh, shit.
What is the difference between an MMO and an MMORPG? Brand?
Gotcha, bitch.
Do
what?
What is the difference between the two, an MMO and an MMORPG? Like, what is the difference?
There is no difference. It's just one's a shorter abbreviation of the other as far as, like, the name of it. You mean that there's an actual distinct difference between the games? There isn't.
Maybe there isn't. Maybe it just is shorter. I don't know.
It's just a category. That's all it is, dude.
3 a.m. reach around. Bruh.
I mean, who doesn't want to reach around at 3 a.m.? I mean, that sounds like awesomeness, alright? Like, it sounds cool.
They call it the witching hour. It's called the whipping hour. So whip that thing out, right?
Pretty much.
Bruh.
What's wrong with the reach around from time to time? I'm just saying. In your head, and they're gone. They're gone, and they're gone. In your head, they're firing.
Well, I know Crunch is in this chat. He'd be playing into this gay stuff like big time. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, ooh." You've been doing that. You've been doing that joke with me for years, bro. Like. he prefers TeamSpeak. He doesn't use Discord anymore. He prefers TeamSpeak. He says, which but no one else really uses TeamSpeak in our group. But so we talk to him on there whenever he's on. All right, to be fair, I think he feels like TeamSpeak's more stable and better than Discord. Which at this point I would agree, but there's certain restrictions on TeamSpeak that I don't like, and it's just not as commonly used, right? I know Discord's been janky as crap lately. The last 2 years or longer than that, actually. Like, it drops you randomly out of calls. It messes the volumes, and you can't change it if you can barely hear someone, or they can barely hear you. Someone's too loud, you can't change it. I've noticed these things, and it's kind of annoying, you know? You know it, right?
Yeah.
We're going into lovely, boys. Let's go. I'm gonna try to complete my dailies today, if I can.
Your dailies.
My daily roulettes.
The daily butt chugging.
That's Butt Chug's job, apparently.
That is Butt Chug's job. I just DM'd him. I said, "Hey, sup, girl?" I think he's at work right now.
Oh, this is a good mission. Katosis Hypervaria. I haven't been in here in a while. This is a Shadow Endwalker mission.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced.
What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What's that link on our commercial place say? Deathlight, fandom.com wiki, Deathlight wiki. I don't know that. There are plates to advertising a website. Yeah, I like looking at people's adventures plate to see what's written on there, what their plate design looks like. It's a pretty cool feature. They added that like a couple expansions ago, before Dawn Trail on Walker, I think. It's nice. I set my status on there too. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. Right. Where is he going? Where is he going? We have bot? I don't know. Bruh. It paralyzed me just as I was about to do the damage mitigation. That's crazy. Wait, what is this? I want those. I was reading on them. Whatever, got them. Got it. Okay, healer. I got what you want. You want this? I'll tank them all. Wall to wall. From the window to the wall. La Elena Watson was a fake name. Left the chat. They're here for a while, but they might have Elena Watson. Brandis, Elena, the name Elena Watson 03 sound like a bot name.
A little bit.
Yeah. I see a lot of names popping in and out like that. Oh, I see.
I cannot let you take Mission. Not yet.
This last boss, Hermes, is gonna be a pain in the butt.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
Just two reflecting mirrors I have a problem with. That placement is perfect, otherwise get debuffed. I mean, the next attack gets harder and harder every time.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and pain, gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power.
Yep, you're dead.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe. Stars on high, fall as rain.
Boy, I used to hate this fight with a passion. But I didn't know what they're doing. I still don't know fully what they're doing. Certain mirror phase, third one was hard. Interrupted? Good.
Of ether, surge as one.
I got it.
Now?
Huh? You okay?
Yeah.
They're trying to claw at the chair again.
No, they're playing race way up and down the stairs.
Oh.
Even when transformed, I am not finished yet.
Got him. Nice.
Hey, welcome back, Julie. Whoa, whoop, whoop.
I don't know what that site is. Doesn't matter.
No, you didn't miss anything. Did you get your art stuff together so I can see what you're doing? Do you post on IG or like Deviant or anything? Okay, you're fine. I get it.
Oh, it's just an art website, I guess.
Oh, I was just asking if you post any of your art on like IG or DeviantArt or stuff like that. You're lost. That's all good. I was just talking about your art stuff. That's all. Nothing, nothing, you know. I mean, it is important to you, right? Like my art's important to me, and so like I don't mean it that way.
I take on these hunts.
Oh, nice. Ruby, your house is incomplete! How did that not hit? The hell? Oh, that ain't right. I should have hit.
It's a ACC.
It's a pub account. It's a public account for art page.
What is?
I'll send you some of my work on Discord. Okay, I'm down.
There we go. Right here. I know exactly what they are. Up we go. Up this way. I had a question. The ones that are scammers, do they usually get all pissed off when you say you won't look at it?
Yeah, like they so the artists that hit me up that are scamming, they get upset when I call them out on it. Like they get really pissed at me. They're like, I can't believe you're accusing me of this. I'm like, really? Because this is the 4th account with the same name. And this is the same art you sent me already. It's like, I think there's like multiple people working for the same firm, and they don't talk to each other very much. So like they think that like the people that they're all hitting up are different people, when it's like the same person that they're hitting up, and they don't remember that, like, oh yeah, I've talked to this guy before. That's why I was asking Julie straight up earlier, like, hey, are you like the same person from here or whatever?
Trying to just threatening they come in. I send them my Discord. Live my Discord person like, nope, blocking you now because he's getting all pissy and mean and threatening.
Yeah, they do get mad. Yeah, they get. Yeah, some of them do get a little testy with you. Yeah. And I'm okay with like, hey, you're trying to sell me something cool, but respect when I say I don't have the money for something, you know, like don't keep pushing. And I get these accounts that get upset with me because I don't have money. And it's like, I don't have money, I can't pay for your services, but I will promote the shit out of your artwork if I like your artwork.
Well,
Because that's just how I am.
I don't promote because I can't tell which ones are stolen and which ones are not.
Oh, as an artist, as somebody who draws, like I can easily tell what is AI and what's not. And some of these people have sent me AI art, and they're like, oh, I created this. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, no, you didn't. You used AI for this. I can tell, like, 100% this is AI.
If someone stole someone's art and then tried to sell it back to me, like, yeah, I make this art. No, that's my art. I made that. I bet this happened. Actually, I'm sure I've seen many occasions where someone had art and a fake scam artist came up accusing them of stealing their art when they're the ones that are trying to steal it right there, you know? Like that shit. I've heard about that happening.
Yeah.
Where they try to accuse someone of stealing art, but by saying, "Hey, stop using my image." No, I made it. No, I did. They can't show the proof. They're just trying to say, "Trust me, bro." Bro, that's sad. Okay, I got Sammy Lee that keeps bumping in and out of my chat over and over again. I don't think it's a bot. I think it's just someone that's popping in and out. But it says Sammy Lee 77. Who knows? But all those are on Twitch, dude.
What program is that, Julie? If you don't mind me asking, I've never seen that program before, but that looks pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, that's cool. I like the sunflower one. That's pretty neat. Your BRB screen looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. That's why I don't post all my artwork in servers. There's always a chance someone could steal it. Yeah.
Why? I didn't post. This is AI. My image is also AI generated. DonGamer look, but I didn't I won't post it even on Twitter, especially because I know someone will just snatch it up and try to say that it's theirs. I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's generated.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say.
Yeah, Julie, there is a thing you could do for your art, and it's something that I'm gonna probably do for my art when I can. And it's called transcode. It's like they call it transcoding your art. It's you're embedding a transparent. It's recognizable by software, but you can't see it with your naked eye, right? So it's like a what is it? A transparent PNG layer, but you have it as like a slightly gray thing, right? It's a QR code where if AI sees it, it fucks with the AI's data scraping. So I might end up doing that, and if I can figure out how to do that properly, I'll share that with you. But yeah, I like your art. That's pretty cool. I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done. I'm always down to share art with the fellow artists, such as yourself. Now that I see your art and you're not a bot, I appreciate you actually hitting me up because, like I said, I've had a few people with your name come in and unfortunately taint ever sharing art with me because they always they always try to get upset with me if I don't buy stuff off of them right off the rip. But yeah, I'll show you some of the stuff I've done. Wait, are this it? No, this isn't it. This is all. Oh, here you go. I'm in the wrong folder. I got so many folders, it's ridiculous. My sketchbook for 2026. Here we go. This is the first one I'm going to send you is stuff that I worked on at the very beginning. And there's a few pieces that need to be fixed or worked on, but you'll get the gist of it. Alright, so here's a line work that I was working on at the beginning of the year, and I haven't really finished it because I'm a clown. Here's the skull is an older picture that I did when I was back in the day, and this is the completed piece that I did recently. Here you go. I'll give you 3 of my pieces.
A while back, like combined images.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with the blue fire, I think, or something. I don't remember if you rolled with it or not. Besides you did it.
I don't remember. It was a long time. I don't remember, honestly. The Mushroom Psychedelic is part of my series that I'm working on called Madness. And the first image is with the girl with the boobs and the demon skull on her head. she's gonna be part of that series when I'm done. So this was done in Paint Tool Sci and Clip Studio Paint. I need to get back to drawing. I've been gaming and I've been putting my drawing off a lot. Probably shouldn't be doing that.
Darkest flames to me.
Somebody hit me up on my art accounts and stuff on Instagram and stuff, and they were like wondering if I'm gonna do like art battles. It's like they call it art battles or art fighting or whatever. It's like you draw somebody else's character and you get points based on like how much detail you put in versus their original character, I guess. So I might try to do something like that. I think that was the last thing that like Walker saw me do, was like I was drawing in stream. And he seen, yeah, I was drawing in stream one time, and he was like, he came in and chatted when I was in your server. Yeah, I was in your server that day when I was painting, and he was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, like I don't normally paint. I'm usually just drawing. Cause I found a brush on Krita that I use. That's, oh shit. I found a thing on Krita, which is pretty cool. So, anyways. If you ever want to do an art collab or an art stream with me, Julie, you're always welcome to. I'm not gonna. I always want to be around more artists and stuff to do stuff like that with. This stream does more than just gaming. Like I do art. I've done freaking Gundam models where I put together Gundams. Which Gundam models are pretty dope. I like Gundam a lot, actually.
The models for Gunpla, right?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird. They call the models Gunpla, but they.
Come, oh dark. I shall tear you asunder. Flames to lick at your heels.
This fight is always hard for me to realize know where to go.
Conquer, stop it! Stop it! You big baby! You big baby! I love you, though. I love you so much! But you're annoying!
Oh, I got 3 player combinations. I guess I did well.
Hey, good morning. Oh, what baby girl? What is your baby girl? Hi, Papa. Hey, Papa Bear. What's up? You just wake up? Aww. My big guy. We gotta get you fatter, bro. I don't know why you're losing so much weight. You're scaring me.
Who?
I don't like this.
Which one?
Zen. Zen. He's an old man now. So he's losing weight and it's scaring me.
Oh.
Cause I feed him wet food and stuff because his teeth hurt and he tries to eat dry food and
Are you taking to a vet to get checked out, see what's going on?
yeah. He's perfectly healthy. It's just he's older and this happens with cats when they get older, so it's a natural thing.
Oh.
And that sucks because I want this guy to live longer. I want you to live forever, sir, with me, all right?
Oh, kitties, animals, they're all so cute. You can't help but worry about them. I had a lizard that got a little sick one time. I nursed him back to health in a couple days. I gave him a spoon of water because he couldn't move. I gave him water, and then he got better. It's like kind of a noli. You know those green anoles with that flap of skin underneath their neck with the red, the kind of red flap, and they kind of make it so bigger. Yeah, that's kind of lizard he was. You can find them in the wild in Texas, in southern states like Texas. But they up here are the pets. you get pet stores sometimes have them. You want to hold them all the time, but you can't. Just like fish, they're better off than not holding them. You know, fish will just stress them out. Not good for them. I held them a lot, too much. It took a long time though. I named my biggest lizard. I named him Shredder. I named him Shredder when I was a kid. And then there's Bullet. That's the other one. That was a hype one. I named that for a reason.
Hi, Papa. Okay, Chunky, come on, man. Like, you can't freak out when you do that, alright? You did that.
What is the Chunkinator doing?
Are you okay? Did that hit you? I hope that didn't hit you. That's heavy. She knocked. She's like rubbing up against like my phone cord, and I have my phone plugged in charging, and she like fucking knocked it down on top of herself. I think so. Just Chunky being chaotic as always. Chonkers, what, baby? My goodness, what is with you guys this morning? Well, to be fair, I wasn't down here like the entire day yesterday. It was too hot. It was too hot. I didn't want to come down. Shit was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. You guys are something, that's for sure. You guys are something for sure. Yeah.
I was talking to my doctor, like new doctors. I wish I could have a emotional support animal here. That's the only way I could have one. Which is just covering the vet bills. They told me that sometimes the SPCA will give them like will handle that kind of stuff, like doing vaccinations or something. But I don't know what that means, and I'm not sure I want to trust you.
So vaccinations are shots. So
Yeah.
animals, they can contract your illnesses and stuff depending on what animal you get. Cats can get your sicknesses. Ferrets can get your sicknesses. Certain birds can get sick from you. And it's just making sure that they don't catch anything that you can carry, and vice versa. And it's usually pretty harmless. I've never had an animal die from a vaccination. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like
I was telling my doctor, like, you know, like I wish I had a more support animal and I'd go for it, but the fact that I don't have money to bring support myself and have vet bills because those would be astronomical. I'm dealing with a situation where it's in the off chance the animal gets sick from something that the shots didn't cover and needs treatment. Like, where does that put the animal? Where does that put the animal? Either like it could. I don't want to put it into a situation where it can't get cured and it has to get put to sleep or something. I would hate myself for that. You know? And I just don't put an animal through that. You know,
so you just make sure you take care of it. That's all. I mean, you know, that's the whole point of it. It's like the idea of an animal is it teaches you responsibility and it teaches you mindfulness. So you gotta be a little bit more mindful around animals than you would if you were by yourself. That's the whole point of an animal.
Yeah.
It teaches you these habits to get into to take care of something that isn't you. You know what I mean? Like you're taking care of an animal that can't take care of itself type of situation.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. I know.
Okay.
I've tried it before, but it's just that back on, this is not really bad. Back when I was a kid, after the first rabbit, how much vet bills it cost? They say, we'll get you another pet, but we're not going to be taking it to the vet if it's sick. You're like, okay? Like, the rabbit we got after that didn't get sick until the end of its life when it started getting like tumors pop up and it was dying, right? But she was old age, losing her fur and started tumors popping up. She ended up kind of like passing away after a few years, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but just kind of like, you know, she was healthy most of her life. She's pretty good, you know. Bunnies, I like rabbits, you know, I really do. And you don't never knew one that was an asshole.
You think I hate them? I don't hate them. I just don't like. I've never come across a nice rabbit. I'm being honest there. Like I've never found a nice rabbit. Not once in my life have I ever seen a nice rabbit. Not once. You think I fucking straight up hate them? I'm like, no, I don't hate them. They're obnoxious as hell, yeah, but like I don't hate them.
Yeah. Like, guys, imagine Dragon Digital Fracture doesn't escape of bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wife is wife is ovulating. I was just hunted down and had the life drained out of me. Before you just said that.
I'm not surprised. Trying to go for another one, huh, Mafuyo? You just got one. Now you want another one? That's how that happens! Just saying! Mafuyo's gonna have like 30 kids by the year's up, bro. Like, she's gonna have like some magical birth.
He's like, please no. Ovulate. Alright. I know what that means. I just yeah.
Raphael's like, I can't feel my back or my feet. The body's willing, but I can't.
Crazy. Crazy.
So with that would be deer, boar.
I've never had a girlfriend or been married, so I don't know that for experience myself. Like ovulating, and now she wants to what? Is that a particular time period where she's particularly what? I don't understand stuff like that. I never asked the question. No one's ever bothered telling me anything either. I was touched. Uh-oh. The ovulation period, Brim, what is that? Is that when they're like on their period, or is that something else different? Digital. I don't hear him. Did I lag out? Hold on, I might lag out of Discord. Nope, he's still here, he's muted. I wish I asked these questions going up more, and then something like I need to ask them now. It's during the period when the new areas are going. Oh, okay. You lagged out of Discord. Ooh, shoot, you lagged out of Discord. Alright, it's when they are super freaky. Really? Okay, so that's not. I don't. I mean, well. Okay, I see. That's how that works. So I grew up around women, but like every time women go through periods, she's usually just pissed off all the time, and like you have to avoid her, and she try to hit you with something. I grew up with that siblings when they go through that. Like, kind of avoid it because they get super aggressive and angry. Really? That's how it starts, so okay. Okay, we gotta go to Salone. So that's how that goes. This is an embarrassing thing for me to talk about because I feel like I sound like a naive, stupid idiot that doesn't know the most basic things about anatomy. Like, but like I've never a lot of these folks I didn't ask these questions and no one bothered to tell me anything about that. That's good to know because if I ever trying to special someone one day when it happens, I probably should know that. I tell you, growing up, being around family that was like going through that, I could tell you that they were always super angry and I'd worry get hurt. I always kind of took it personal, but after a while I learned not to take it personal. But that other thing that happens when you're like with someone, like, and they get like that. Jesus. Ooh, auto mod? What? What happened? Auto mod? What did it say? Oh wait, did YouTube auto mod it or did my Twitch auto mod it? It shouldn't have auto modded it. I didn't set it to block that phrase unless it's just Twitch. Which phrase did you type? Because that's certain words in it because I said that. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I probably blocked that word, the word bitch by mistake. Is that the word you're talking about? Or is it the word baby? Because baby shouldn't have been blocked. Yeah, okay, yeah, that I gotta lift the restriction on Twitch to unblock words like that. the only words are supposed to be block. It's probably stream elements. I got I usually block profanity, but I don't know how that got mixed up in there. It could have been Twitch's automon, not actually stream elements. Did it say stream elements or something? That's it. Gotta adjust it. No, it's oh. You know what? Maybe okay. No, it's automon. Okay, that's Twitch's thing. Okay, I gotta look into that. If I can adjust it, unless it's something one of the things you can't adjust. I think I implemented it a while back because I didn't have moderators, and I probably just shouldn't have kept it on, honestly. So that's just something, one of those things that you can't turn it off. Really? Same word? Yeah. I'll try to fix it in a minute. Let me go to Twitch right now. The brim disconnected. His internet honked out. Let me go to my Twitch. I gotta turn auto mod off. So I have stream element.
Alright, I'm back. You there?
Yeah, hey.
There we go.
How do I turn off auto mod on Twitch? Because I have stream elements. I don't think I need this.
No idea.
You have no idea?
No idea.
I go settings. It's just directly doing it, so.
Okay. Stream, we're back! Sorry about that. My internet drops intermittently quite a bit, and it's annoying. Yeah, so.
They changed a lot of things around.
Chunkers! Stop it! Before you know, Don was sad when you left. He wanted to know how the female body works.
I already had a conversation.
That's funny. Well, see, girls have this thing called a vagina.
Dude.
Just kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
let's see. Yeah, that should do it.
What should do what?
I just dropped the auto mod thing, slide it down to nothing because I've stream elements, so it should be any words I want to block on my stream. It just does it, right. Run an auto monitor,
Okay.
Twitch decide what's okay, what's not. You know, because Twitch could be like finicky with the stuff. You know. He's a bitch test, yeah. Gee, I don't care if it's like something like that, but it's just as long as it's not. If it's like slurs. The stream element's just supposed to block slurs. That's pretty much it. Like anything like that. Slurs and links that I didn't approve, right? Like, I don't care too much about the auto mod can be a pain in the butt. If stream elements, you really don't need that. You know what I mean? It's just actually you could put it. It helps. It's more like, you know. Because I've had phrases blocked sometimes that weren't offensive to me, but maybe in some other region of the world it was. You know, saying, I don't know if you've seen there, just 1 second, the next year you are pinned down. And I was saying that if you've seen. Oh, is that a. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't know, like, in ovulation period, like, you know, women, like, usually, you know, growing up around siblings, they all did, well, of course, they're just angry, right? But I only understand the anger side of that, right? Like, I've never been around a woman I was intimately involved with to where they got more than just angry, right? Like, all I knew is women get angry and they're in pain in that period, right? That's all I've ever told about it. No one ever told me anything else about the, like, if I've ever got a girlfriend, like, what to kind of expect. You know, no one taught me shit about that. And that's kind of like, I never asked the question, but I also was never told anything about it.
That's actually like really common in conservative families, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm serious, yeah. It's one of the reasons why conservatives get shit on a lot in, like, political spaces is because
they feel like the censoring things that you shouldn't censor.
It is something that they shouldn't be censoring, absolutely.
Yeah. Explains it.
That's one that means the sexual subject is quite literally the biggest one that, like, a lot of people shit on conservatives for because they don't teach their children the differences in sexual education, but like it's always conservatives that are trying to limit everybody else's sexual experiences when they don't know anything about it. That's literally the biggest thing. That's like one of the biggest driving wedges with conservatism right now. Yeah,
I think that's because, well, I mean, considering that, well, because they're looking through it to one scope. If you talk about it, you're promoting some kind of perversion or something.
Yeah, which is stupid. It's just dumb.
There's another side that tries to push perverted, freaky shit all the time, so it kind of just reinforces that stigma.
That's exactly, and that's one of the reasons why so many people do not give conservatism a lot of real wiggle room, because like it's stupid. It's like, okay, you don't want sexual education taught to your children, but you also aren't going to give them that talk. And you think that you not talking to these kids
is helping protecting them, yeah.
Is helping the situation when it comes to birth control and contraceptives.
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's all bad, bro. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, middle school, that's a little bit young, but like, when I started dating in middle school, my grandma gave me condoms. Jesus. Yeah, I was somewhat sheltered, not crazy sheltered, but enough to where like that issue would not mean explain things because I considered, dude, I wasn't even taught how to handle a date really.
No, it's on. Tell Mafia to refresh his page.
Yeah, refresh your page before you said it's on. So.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, his stream went back on. He disconnected temporarily for you. So that's actually interesting. I didn't think that was just like a third thing. I thought it was just a societal thing, or just some parents that just don't really think too much. I didn't realize that's a common thing.
It's a very common thing in conservative families, yeah. Yeah! You say it's not, okay, here, I'll just relaunch it then, okay? Here you go. 1, 2, boom, and then, boom. There we go.
No, it's over here. Once I can't take down these last hunts, I gotta go offline, make some breakfast before I head out to work. I'm going to need that energy because I'm gonna push. I may not stream when I get home. If I have the energy, I will. But it's gonna be 107 degrees outside when I'm doing work, so I might just be too tired.
Yeah, I reset it. I reset it, Mafueo. That's right. That's why I reset it real quick for you, so you can see it. You're welcome. Oh yeah, dude. Like, one of the biggest reasons why conservatives, like I said, you know, unfortunately they're clowned on because of this is a very big hot button issue for them. Is because they're against contraceptives, but they don't want to teach their kids not to be promiscuous, right?
Well,
or tell them about sexual things because they think it's inappropriate. And it's like, okay,
bro,
come on. Like, there has to be a level of responsibility here. And there's a lot of conservatives right now. And I'm not saying all, by the way. I'm just saying a lot. They do not want to take responsibility for that shit.
Simultaneously teach someone to not be promiscuous, yet at the same time have this knowledge about anatomy. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, but
well, unfortunately, you are one of the few in conservative spaces that actually understand this, so...
Well, they don't want to understand it. That's a problem. It's like pig-headed.
Yeah.
Hard-headed. Like, what do they call it? Pig-headed or rhino-head? What do they call a rhino-head? It's just stubborn. You know? Or donkey-headed. Or whatever you want to call it. Like, mule-head. Let's say mule-headed. Like just stubborn as a mule, you know?
Right.
I'm not sure that's a word. I'm making it a word now. Mule. I'm not sure if that's actually a phrase that's used or not. At least it's not as bad as Mormons.
Mormons are unhinged, bro.
I'll show you a mule.
That is some unhinged shit.
I don't find these last cards. I can't hunt for the weekly right now because it's gonna take me a while to find it. Okay.
This will be the head's chest. This will be the fish chest. At least it's not as bad as Mormons, dude. Mormons, like I said, they're crazy unhinged. They are wild, bro. Like, the joke and the meme is it always has been Catholic girls, right? Like Catholic girls this, Catholic girls that. But like Mormons, my God, that's insane. Put bars in this one.
What do I not understand about Mormons? I don't know anything about them.
Probably a good thing you don't know anything about Mormons.
I heard of some Mormon cults that have like polygamy going on. And they're like,
oh yeah, polygamy is just a part of it, bro. That's a small part of it.
Well, is that all Mormons or just the Mormon cults that operate that way?
There's the cult. Well, unfortunately, Mormons right now are the highest have the highest proclivity towards being in cults. Unfortunately, I mean that is just a reality of it. It's the same as like Jehovah's Witnesses, right? You gotta be careful. Like Jehovah sounds like a good like thing to be taught until like you're told that you're not allowed to have certain things in your body and shit because, you know, religion. So
wait, my wife is Mormon, cry.
oh, oof.
I think there's a joke.
All right, this will be the furs.
Not a joke? Oh, really? Wow. Not a joke. Sorry. The girl I play with every day confessed her love to me, and my wife heard and asked if she was getting a sister. Honestly, the weirdest thing I've ever heard before. What? Dang.
That's a dangerous slippery slope. I've had that. I've gone through that already. Yeah.
You dated a Mormon? Or?
Oh no, I thought he was just talking about a chick, but I mean Mormon? Yeah, it doesn't really matter really if it's a Mormon or not, right?
Sister, wife. Whoa. No, he said like the girl I play with every day confessed her love to me, and my wife heard and asked if she was getting a sister. Honestly, the weirdest thing I've ever heard before. Dude, that is crazy.
Wait, that could be a benefit for you.
I've never heard of a
well, kinda. I don't know.
I've never heard of a girl like that. In my sister, in game, in game, and guy says in game. That's what I was saying. No. In game. Okay. Meaning I'm okay with it. Oh, I'm game. I'm not in game. I'm game. Oh, I'm okay with it.
I don't know if I could do it personally. Like I had the opportunity, bro, and I don't. No, I don't know. That's too much.
I mean, that seems like. I mean, that all cause obvious trouble. That would cause a lot of problems.
Like it would cause. Yeah.
Like even if she says if I was dating someone, I'm pretty sure even if I girl she said
I was told, oh, it'll be okay if you want this. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah. No way. Ain't no shot. Come on. I know a sucker's born every day, but that sucker is not me. Okay, like I'm just saying.
Yeah, but women mixing sounds like drama. I'm sure it is.
Oh, it's 100% drama. Yeah, it is.
Like in biblical times, like I think God he meant
it was a normal thing actually in biblical times. Like a lot of people had more than one wife or whatever.
But God didn't like it, and a lot of times I think it was like the big people that tried to married with different nations, or connections, all that stuff. Like Solomon was a big example. He had like hundreds of wives, like 100 concubines, dude. Like he was all over the place. But like the thing is, in the end, it dragged him down to idolatry and other things, and it kind of deteriorated after a while. As wise as a king as he was, and I think the God warned against, I'm not sure he outright abandons it. I think he does, or he just says not to. Like it's best you don't. I gotta look into the actual the actual scripture and all that, I'm pretty sure it's outright against it, but if it doesn't say that, it probably just says, wisdom is not to, probably something along those lines. Like, yeah, like one of those things, like, you could do that, but I highly advise against it kind of warning, you know? Like, he doesn't, like, interfere in people's free will, really. But he says, yeah, don't do this. Yeah, you really don't want to do that. And I've seen a lot of examples. Like, Solomon's a good example of why you don't mix like that. Like, it causes all kinds. It drained him of his, like, a life. I guess in a way, it's like, I think it's vitality in life. He just couldn't keep up with it. It drained him down emotionally. Like, the scriptures that point to that. Like, jeez, so of course it does. What do you think would happen? You know? Like, you're not gonna get past it. Yeah, I'm sure he was drained, all right. yeah, that's why I was laughing. I was saying, like, I know this comment's gonna come out of the woodwork too.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I've had the opportunity, and I'm glad I never took it. Like, that shit, that is a dangerous, dangerous thing. Like, men already are known for having the highest amount of heart attacks and stuff due to stress and stuff. And that would have just increased my odds by like tenfold.
Yeah, I mean, my understanding when
God dang it!
We're able to say that one man, like, God created one man and one woman, right? Opposites, right? Like, so, like, people base that. That's the scripture example why it should only be one man and one woman, right? But then you get Solomon. I want to see why that practice started. I think it was allowed for a while because the earth had to repopulate, right? Like, so there was, like, not... Like, I mean, if we go into that discussion, we know exactly that after Adam and Eve, who do you think reproduced after that? It would have to be, like, inbreeding or something at the beginning. If it was just one man, one woman, you know? That's a whole other discussion.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
It's obvious. But then after a while, that was outlawed, and you got to know more to that, you know? Like, it was now socially, it's you know, you don't do it either for a lot of reasons. Like, but like, it was outlawed way back then. Yeah, wait, what? Come into... Oh, no, we're talking about the story of Adam and Eve, right? So Adam and Eve Eve was created from Adam, yeah, unless you're from Alabama. Dude. True. Come on, yeah, come on, wait, what? Come on. That's just a family gathering. Don was talking about having a crush. Bro, shut the fuck up. I do not. Bro, that is not what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up. Do not go around telling people that. That is disgusting.
And a crush on his sister. What?
Jesus Christ. Do I look like I do not have any lineage to come from Alabama, and I do not live in Alabama. Shut the fuck up. It's not a crush.
I don't know, Don.
I'm getting trolled. It's not a crush. It's bringing the family closer.
I thought your family was like, hey, you know, it's like the Olive Garden. Once you're here, your family type of thing.
I said Adam and Eve were living the dream. Jesus, no. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I'm basically, I don't have to explain. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
They're like, ooh, brother. Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's no way to know how many people came from that lineage. I mean, where we're at now, but Jesus. And then they're talking about after the flood. Like, holy shit. Talking about your fantasy. You said, damn, where you were living. I did not say damn. Talking about your fantasy. No.
It's alright, Don, we're not judging. Remember, we listen and we don't judge.
Never judging here. Listen to the judge. Jesus. Join. Anyway, I actually gotta head offline. I gotta make some breakfast and head out to work. I'm still.
Oh, yeah?
You'll still hear me digital stream talking to them on the headphones, but I gotta stop my stream right here at this point. I got a long day ahead of me. Only Grandma can judge. All right. Peace out, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you again later. Bye.
This guy getting on.
3 hours, dude. 3 hours and 30 minutes.